be okay with that. I think whatever little drizzle that we had, I think it's passed. It's actually going to be a pretty nice night for playing football. You know, it probably the low maybe we get into at the end of the game is maybe 61, 62. Jim and I are both rocking our shorts.
Yeah.
And short sleeves. I mean, what the heck?
I couldn't decide today whether to bring a Carhartt jacket, a T-shirt, or a sweater.
I looked at it several different times, and I got to tell you, so I decided on the KVGC short sleeve shirt
and shorts. Can't be any better than that.
Yeah. In football season.
You got it.
Right?
41-24, 142 to go. JV action here.
It seems like this game.
What's the name of the field? No, what's the name of the field? Does the field have a name? Like Smith Field or anything? Jones Field?
Frank Meyer Field or.
What's it called? Fickle Stadium, I think. There's a plaque out there.
Finkel Stadium?
Fickle.
Pickle.
Fickle Stadium.
Pickle.
Fickle Stadium, home of the Diamondbacks.
All right, we can do that. We can make that work.
So you think they'll put 20 minutes on the clock or half an hour?
Well, they'll put at least 20, I would think. Hopefully not any longer than that. It's 7:03. It was scheduled for, what, a 7:15 kick, you said?
Yeah, that's what
And how much time's left?
142.
I think we're probably going to be closer to a 7:30 kick.
No, we were just testing everything.
Oh.
All right, Calaveras, JV, Ripon Christian, 8, Calaveras, nothing.
Calaveras and Argonaut, when they play each other, it might end up at a 0-0 tie.
Johnny!
Neither one of them can score any points.
Do this for now. It was 7 o'clock, so I started the stream.
Okay, we'll just make sure that the
They got 6 seniors. 6. That's it.
With your conscience, you
Coast to Coast AM, coming to a universe near you tonight.
Coast to Coast is one of those programs that deals with strange mysteries. We'll look at Bigfoot, we'll look at UFOs, we'll look at real science, and we'll also look at conspiracies and what it all means to you, the listeners of Coast to Coast AM.
Warp Drive for the High. Coast to Coast AM.
Join George Norrie weeknights at 10 on 1340 KVGC. You're listening to high school football action on the voice of the Gold Country, KVGC and KVGCradio.com.
Good afternoon, everyone. Good evening, good morning, wherever you may be. That's what George Norrie would say if he was with us with Coast to Coast AM. But it is an evening for high school football. We are here at the home of the Diamondbacks. Frank Halverson is here with me. Frank, I don't think we've ever done a game together, have we? We may have done.
I mean, I am like starstruck. I am actually doing a game tonight with the man, the myth, the legend.
Leland's here. Leland's here.
Jim Keedy. We have never been. You've always been in the studio. You have never been on site with me to call a game. So this is a first time for both of us, and I'm thrilled about it, and I'm excited about it. We're here at Union Mine High School for week number 3 of Mother Lode League football, and we've got a good matchup tonight. And I've got to tell you, I am really excited to see the first look at this Amador Buffalo team.
Yeah.
And I'll talk about that in a little bit, but let's look back a little bit and see what happened last week. The Mother Lode League, for the second week in a row, went 2-3. Amador soundly defeated Rio Vista after a little bit of a slow start, 51-12. To move to 2-0. Somerville lost to Dos Palos 34-27 on a really good game to move their record to 1-1. Sonora absolutely ripping 43-0 to move their record to 1-1 after losing to Oakdale the week before in a very close game. Calaveras loses to Carson 26-6. Argonaut loses to Union Mine 26-6. I'm going to tell you right now, Calaveras and Argonaut, they can't figure a way to get in the end zone. And I don't know, when they play, it might end up in a tie 0-0. But they both fall to 0-2. So you look at this week, Sonora is playing at Hilmar. The pre-league schedule that Sonora plays year in and year out is absolutely incredible. But as I always said, steel sharpens steel. And when they play that difficult schedule, man, are they ready for the Mother Lode League? And as we know, they've only lost one game since they've ever been in the league, right? And this will be their last year in the league. Ripon Christian at Calaveras. Ripon Christian 1-1. Calaveras scored 19 points all year. Argonaut goes to Livingston. They're both 0-2, but unless Argonaut can figure out how to get on the board, they've scored 6 points all year. That 6 points was scored by the defense last week.
That was on a recovery, fumble recovery in the end zone.
After Argonaut had it first and goal from the 1, they ran 4 plays, lost 4 yards, and then on the first play from scrimmage, Union Mine fumbled, and that was the only way that they scored. Somerville is at Waterford. Amador, of course, our game of the week right here. And this Amador team, think about what they've done in 2 weeks. They've scored 96 points. They've amassed over 635 yards rushing on the ground. They had 6 touchdowns last week. And all the talk is about the sophomore quarterback, Brad Blankenheim. And I can tell you, Jim, when I saw him as a freshman last year when we did JV games, I said, this kid has arm talent for this age that I've never seen. And watching him in warm-ups,
he was at the 40 just like flicking it, a dart to the coach in the end zone, catching it.
Exciting player. And the one thing to look about this big rushing attack that they've got is led by Blankenheim. He had 3 touchdowns in the first game. They scored 5 touchdowns in the second game. But in the backfield, Herrera, Nunes, McElfish, and Janice, there's 3 sophomores there and 2 juniors. This team is young. They only have 6 seniors on the entire roster, and this team is they're gaining more confidence. They're getting better and better, and the future is bright for Amador Buffalo football for the next couple of years with this young team. And I got to tell you, in 2 years, when Blankenheim's a senior, when these Argonaut and Amador are combined,
that's
wow.
right, because we have next year when Argonaut and Amador leave the Mother Lode
to
League.
the SSL, isn't that what it's
Yes,
called?
yes,
Right?
yes.
Right. With Union Mine, Rosemont, Bradshaw Christian, Liberty Ranch, and Galt.
And Galt.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm really excited to see this. Now you look on the Union Mine side. You know, they soundly beat Argonaut last week. A couple guys that I would say to look for tonight for Union Mine. Obviously Charrington, who had a couple touchdowns last week. Hernandez and Tinker. Those would be the 3 offensive weapons that I've seen. But I'm curious to see this Amador defense. They created 5 turnovers last week.
Wow,
5 turnovers. So I don't know much about the defense. We're going to take a look. This is our first look at them tonight. And I'm excited. We're here at Union Mine for week number 3 with the legend Jim Geedy.
Yeah.
And this is going to be a great game. And we certainly want to thank Camps Propane, our pregame sponsor, and all of our sponsors because, you know, they've been with us, Jim, as you know, a lot of years. Our game sponsors, Big Valley Ford, Jackson Tire, Armstrong & Son Construction, The Glass, Dr. Toman Associates, halftime sponsors, Conifer Communications, our post-game sponsor, Mark Twain Medical Center, our call of the game, Mel and Faze in the BG Lounge, player of the game, the Jamba Juice, and our scoring update from the Mountain Merchant. So, Jim, I'm excited to get this one kicked off, but I think we probably need to send it back to the studio to pay a couple bills, huh?
Let's do that. Let's go back and hear from Camps Propane, then we'll come back, and I'll take a look at how JV Action has done this evening so far in the around the Mother Lode League. How's
Perfect.
All right, we'll be back after this.
A longtime supporter of youth activities in Amador County, the folks at Camps Propane hope you enjoyed tonight's high school football action on Hometown Radio. Visit Camp's showroom on Highway 88 in Pioneer. Ask about the Easy Saver program and senior discounts available. And you'll never run out of gas again with Camp's Smart System Tank Monitoring program. They also carry a complete line of RV supplies, gas refrigerators, and barbecue. For more information, visit Camps Propane in Pioneer or their website at campspropane.com. You're listening to high school football action on the voice of the Gold Country, KVGC and KVGCradio.com.
And with 4 minutes to go at halftime, or pardon me, in pregame here at home of the Rattlers. A quick look at some JV action from earlier tonight. A tie, Sonora and Hilmar, 34-34 in JV action. The Diamondbacks over the Thundering Herd by a score of 42-30. And it was Ripon Christian blanking the Calaveras Redhawks by a score of 8-0. Now, down in Livingston, the Argonaut Mustang JVs 14, Livingston 18. Livingston scoring in the final seconds of the game on an end run to go ahead of the Mustangs. So, again, Livingston over Argonaut. Sonora and Hilmar tied up 34-34. And over Calaveras, it was Ripon Christian over Calaveras and the Diamondbacks over Amador. So, Frank, I'm looking forward to actually seeing a little live high school football action. I'm always sitting back at the studio, usually listening to you guys or watching it on the screen. Want to remind everybody you can watch the game live on the KVGC YouTube channel. If you don't know how to navigate YouTube, just click on the KVGC Facebook page and go right to the YouTube link, and there we are live from. I've been talking to some of the locals here, and they're saying, I said, so what town are we in? We're actually between El Dorado and
Shingle Springs
Diamond
and
Springs.
Placerville?
Diamond Springs.
Diamond Springs and Placerville?
And El Dorado.
Oh.
And
I've always thought, Placerville. You know, that's kind of, where we're at. I can remember doing a game, God, how many years ago was it? Gunnar Drake after the year that Amador had their big run to the state championship, I left here and went right up and went across Mormon Human Trail and went to Plaza's after the game.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, so we're getting ready for the coin toss. Our captains from Union Mine tonight, number 1, Joey Griffiths, number 21, Jaden Tinker, number 55, Christian Grant, and number 64, Connor Henderson. For the Buffaloes, we have number 52, that is Will Donahue, number 51, Zach Peterson, number 2, Jaden Adams, and number 1, Ian McElfish. So those are our captains tonight as we're out there for the coin toss, getting ready to go tonight. We had a big game. We saw Tinker last week. And
yeah, this is the second week that we've seen the Diamondbacks.
Back-to-back weeks,
yeah,
as we were there for the Argonaut home game against the Union Mine. So we got a good chance to look at them last week. And
we'll probably say this a number of times throughout the night, but again, this is a matchup that we're going to see for the next 4 or 5 years moving forward with the realignment of the league. So this will be a league matchup.
Absolutely. You know, next year as Amador and Argonaut move from the Mother Lode League, there's the coin toss route down there. And let's see what they call it. It looks like Amador won the toss. And they're asking Union Mine which goal they want to defend. So let's see, they're lining up right now. Let's see if I can read the hand signals right. So Amador has won the toss. They have elected to receive.
The Amador Buffaloes will.
So this high-powered offense, 96 points scored through the first 2 weeks.
That's unbelievable, Frank. Unbelievable.
And you know, you even think of that game last week, they started very slow. And then all of a sudden they just poured on the gas and then they just kind of backed it off.
It sounded that way, to be honest with you. Listening to the game, it was like, hey. So we're going, the field is going north and south right now. And we're going to take a break right now. We're going to have a moment of silence. So we're going to turn it back to the station for some commercials. And then we'll come back here at the home of the Rattlers in just a moment.
Of alumnus, teacher, and coach Sean Tao.
Jackson Tire, located on Highway 49 in Jackson and Highway 88 in Pine Grove, is the place to go for your vehicle. Whether you need new tires or any auto service, Jackson Tire is a dealer you need to know. Visit them at jacksontire.net. That's Jackson Tire. The family of Armstrong & Son Construction and Armstrong Self-Storage are proud to sponsor Mother Lode League football. Remember, when you need excavating, grading, septic system repairs, and other site work, call Armstrong & Son Construction. Or if you need a storage unit, stop by Armstrong Self-Storage for safe and secure storage. Conveniently located near the intersection of Highway 49 and Ridge Road. Armstrong & Son Construction, state license number 828209.
Hey, let's play some football. Mark Borchin here with Glass Doctor. We are so excited that you're doing what you love. When you need auto glass, windshields, and calibration, call Glass Doctor. Ask about our windshield protection plan. And for shower enclosures, foggy, broken windows in your home or business, please remember Glass Doctor, your neighborly company. Visit our showroom at Highway 49 and Jackson Gate Road.
For all your land surveying and civil engineering services, call Toma & Associates at 223-0156. Whether you're building a fence and need to know where the property line is to complete boundary surveys, Toma & Associates can help. Lot surveys, boundary line adjustments, parcel and subdivision maps, FEMA certificates, septic and grading plans, among the many services Toma & Associates provides. Call 223-0156, serving the Mother Lode since 1967.
You're listening to high school football action on the voice of the Gold Country, KVGC and KVGCradio.com. Big Valley Ford Lincoln, your regional commercial van and truck headquarters, is proud to sponsor Motherlode League High School football. The expert sales team will help you get behind the wheel of the car or truck that's right for you. And their service department will keep that vehicle running at peak performance. Visit the team at Big Valley Ford Lincoln, your full-service dealership, on the web at bigvalleyford.com and located in the Stockton Auto Mall off Hammer Lane. You're listening to high school football action on the voice of the Gold Country, KVGC and KVGCradio.com.
I tell you what, there's nothing like high school band at a high school football game, is there?
No, I mean, I love it when a band is at the actual games, and it just adds to the atmosphere and the excitement and whatever. So, Jim, I got to say, I just noticed the big screen TV down on the sidelines. I work with a guy who is an assistant coach at St. Mary's High School, and I was talking to him last week and about, are you up in the booth? Are you on the sidelines? And he said, the booth anymore, we've got this huge TV down there, and we've got everything right there that we could see. And
they've got it set up to huddle. They can
and I
do all
didn't even realize it. And I looked down there, and there it is, fresh out of the box, the old big screen.
Well, when we saw the kids packing it in, I thought, they're going to give away, they're going to raffle off a big screen TV before the game.
Yeah.
And we've got a quick varsity score here. Somerville running the kickoff back over Waterford in the first quarter, and score now 7-0 Somerville.
Well, that didn't take long.
No.
All right, back for Amador is number 23. That is Matt Herrera, along with some other number that I can't see on the other side. Maybe he has to turn sideways and he's not a 20. Herrera's pretty active, so he's moving around.
Yeah, he's 23.
I can't see the other one. All right, in there to kick off for Union Mind. It looks like, number 5. He just moved. All right, that is Jesse Judd, part of that 3-4-headed rushing monster that Amador's had all year long, as number 11, Julio Hernandez, goes back to kick for Union Mind, and we're just about to get this one underway.
What a night for football. Great weather. Turned out to be nice, didn't it?
I love fall when it just sets in. Here he goes, Hernandez with the kick. It's high, short, fielded at about the 18-yard line. The short man trying to get around, just gets across the 15. That was number 44 on the carry. That was Bill Hobson. And
was it Justin Doherty on the tackle?
Doherty on the tackle. So the ball is going to be placed at the 41-yard line. That's how this game gets started, where Amador has their first possession. Blankenheim in the shotgun. Single back behind him. A quick little screen, a receiver screen on the right side that was read out all the way. The pass was to Jesse Judd, but it was for a loss of a couple yards. Just a wide receiver screen, if you will. And nothing going on there, as Union Mind defense did a good job in defending that one. So that's probably something they saw on film, huh, Jim?
Looked like it. They read it right away, Frank. There was only 3 players swarming around him on that.
Yeah, second down and 13 now for Amador. Ball sitting at the 24-yard line. Blankenheim again in the shotgun. 3 receivers out to the right. Motion coming from the right side, going to give it to him. Trying to get a seal block and a nice tackle, and that's going to be a flag. He might have got the face mask or the collar. That was number 10. I don't have a number 10, but I thought
Isaac
I saw number 10.
Looks like Isaac Zamelker.
I don't have a number 10 on my roster, Jim. Do you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have that there. Personal foul. It was a face mask. They're going to bring it back 15 yards. Or big it forward, I should say, as a 15-yard penalty against Union Mind on a personal foul. That'll be enough for a first down. The ball's moved up to the 38-yard line, so it'll be 1st and 10 for Amador. Blankenheim again in the shotgun, 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left, lone back to his right-hand side. Looked like he jumped number 10 for the Buffaloes. That was Landon Ray Chase. A little quick on the get-off there as a false start. That'll move him back 5 yards and it'll make it a 1st and 15.
Somerville on the board again, 14-0 first quarter action against Waterford.
Wow. Waterford normally has a pretty tough team.
You know, I wanted to ask you before on the way over here, and I forgot to. What was up with last week's game? The refs every time that what was that, equipment or not having the right uniform?
I'll get to that in just a minute. What I thought, same setup. Blankenheim rolling to his right. He wants to throw. He's looking. He throws a little pass. Almost intercepted. Incomplete. Well, that last week's game, and Joey had said that they had kind of emphasized it in the first half. They were sending players off for some type of equipment violation or equipment issue, and I'm told that CIF has made that a point of emphasis, if you will, this year. But the officials were way too much a part of that game last week. There were 14 penalties in the first half. 14!
It was ridiculous.
And yeah, they just were a little overbearing as far as I was concerned in that game, and it just makes for a bad game. So after the penalty, the 2nd and 15 after the incompletion, I should say. Oh, big blitz. Oh, nice pass. They tried to set up a screen to number 23. That was Ransom Radish, and it was just dropped. They had a nice blocking setup there and came back to the small side of the field on a screen, and he just dropped it.
Just went in and out. 10-22.
So that'll set up a 3rd down and 15 for Amador.
We want to thank the Diamondbacks for inviting us here to be here tonight. Frank can't see the scoreboard actually, so I'll be doing the time here for him.
Yeah, I'm a little bit cut off on the corner there.
That's cut off.
So 3rd and 15. Amador came out to a slow start last week, and I know Coach Kantak emphasized something that they wanted to get. Oh, wide open receiver, and he's passed, and that's going to go for a touchdown. Are you kidding me? Just like that on a 3rd and 15, Blankenheim drops a dime. I know it's early in the game, but we're going to call that our Melon Phase BG Lounge call of the game. Are you kidding me? Great throw, great catch. Who was the receiver on that? I'm trying to get the number, Jim. That was
Buffalo's on for the PAT.
68 yards.
Yeah, I was just amazed at the – I'm sorry, I wasn't paying attention. I was looking at the yardage of the pass.
10 minutes, 4 seconds remaining in this first quarter. Amador.
Wow.
Blankenheim, my screen is jumping around, but the number was so small I couldn't see it. Blankenheim throws a dime. The defender was right there, Jim.
Yeah, and they were fighting for it, Frank.
But the ball, this kid, I'm telling you what, the arm talent that Blankenheim has that I saw last year when he was a freshman, I have not seen that kind of arm talent in high school football for a long time. That was an impressive throw.
That was a great defense, too, on the half of the Diamondbacks. He was there with him, step by step.
So what's the time on the clock, Jim?
10:04.
So just like that, Amador takes a 7-0 lead with 10:04 left in there and a 68-yard touchdown pass. That's going to be our Melon Phase BG Lounge call of the game. Wow. Just when you thought they had it after the penalty and they had it 3rd down and 15, boom. And that's what they do.
Yeah.
All right, kicking off number 25 for Amador. Fielded at about the 12-yard line to the 15 to the 20, trying to come around the right side. Gets the block at the 30. Oh, he just knocked down at the 35-yard line. That was by number 25, who was the kicker. That was Colton Earl Charrington on the return. But nice starting field position for Union Mine. Out. There's laundry down on the field. I'm not sure what the penalty is, but we'll take a look.
Where's it at? I don't even see it, Frank. Oh, it's on the
all the way on the far side of the
sideline.
field at the 38-yard line. That's usually against the return team. Personal foul. Yeah, it is going to go against Union Mine, and that's going to bring it back.
Want to move the ball back to the 26-yard line. It'll be first.
So that'll be at the 26-yard line. Union Mine will have that on their first possession, 1st and 10. We'll try to get a number on that touchdown. Straight ahead handoff to Charrington at that time, and he's just breaking tackles and gets up to the 25-yard line. We saw him do that last week. That was Tinker, and 11-yard gain to move the chains immediately. So a gain of 11 on the play. It'll be 1st and 10 for Union Mine.
Pretty impressive runner, Frank.
No, he's hard. He ran hard last week against Argonaut. Motion comes to the right side, straight ahead handoff again to Tinker. Nice little quick step to the left, and he gets up to the 44-yard line. Nice gain on the play of 6, excuse me. It'll set up a second down and 4. No, Tinker and Charrington were the two bright spots for this Union Mine team last week.
9:16, first quarter action. Union Mine, as soon as they get to the line.
No, they're up there and they
boom,
snap
go.
it. Handoff coming to the right side. That's Charrington. He gets across the 50-yard line. Another first down for Union. Now there's a late flag.
On the right side, however, there's a flag on the play.
Holding against Union Mine. That's going to bring him back.
Come on.
So a holding call is a spot penalty. So wherever the infraction was from, they'll mark it back from there, not from the line of scrimmage. So that'll back them up 10 yards. It looks like from about the 47-yard line. That'll take it back to the 38. So it'll set up a second down and 9 for Union Mine.
From the 37-yard line.
Leanne Glavinich asking us who made the touchdown. We're trying to find that out.
We are trying to find that out. My old eyes couldn't see all that way across the field.
I want to say it was number 1. Is there a 1 for Amador?
Well, there is Ian McElfish. You know, McElfish was an integral part of the state championship team for Argonaut a few years ago, and his brother is at Amador, and that was McElfish, number 1. I thought maybe it was number 5, Jesse Judd, but
we'll have to find out.
Yeah, I thought it was 5.
Yeah.
But it could have been McElfish.
Gain about 4 on that last play.
Yeah, so 3rd down and 6 for Union Mine. The ball just across the Union Mine 40-yard line. So handoff, trying to get around the right side. Number 5, he gets tackled as he crosses the 45. That'll set up a 4th down and short. That was Charrington on the play.
Frank, Somerville going to work over Waterford. We're still in the first quarter, 21-0.
Wow, that was heading for a running clock.
Yeah.
That game should be over in a hurry. So they're going to place the ball right at the 45-yard line. It'll be a 4th down and 2 at the Union Mine 45, and it looks like Union Mine's going to go for this. I'm not quite sure. I admire your courage, but I'm not sure I trust your judgment. Down 7-0. I formation handoff. Oh, and he drives forward. That's Tinker.
He's got it, Frank.
And he fought forward. He got hit 3 different times. That was Charrington, and he gets all the way up to the 50-yard line. Amador actually had him stop short, and Charrington just said, no, I'm going to make sure I get that, and he takes it up the 50-yard line, a fresh set of downs.
I like the speed of this Union Mine team.
Well, I was saying last week, they get up to the line, and it's first hut, snap.
Yeah.
They caught Argonaut early in the 3rd quarter on that. For the first time the whole game, they went on second hut, and we jumped in. And I said at that time, I don't have a problem with that. You need to get aggressive in that situation and jump that snap.
Carry around the left end and a cut back to the right by number 23.
Nice run forward there for number 23, excuse me, for that's Rock Buak.
Buffalo.
Up to the 44-yard line of Amador. It'll be 2nd down and 4 for the Diamondbacks. First man through up the middle. Bulls forward for maybe a gain of 1. It'll set up a third down. But, yeah, they go in a hurry. And, you know, a team like that, you get your defense used to going. And that's what I want my defense to do. So if I get caught one time, I'm not concerned about that. But the offense can really use that to their advantage in certain situations, especially like a third down and 3. Right? That gets them an automatic first down. Hurried to the line again. Hand off to the left-hand side. He cuts inside, breaks the tackle, gets across the 40, across the 35. Another first down and a nice run by number 23. That's Brock Buak. We didn't see much of him last week in this offense for the Union Mine Diamondbacks, but they've got a first down, a little impressive drive going on right now, 1st and 10 from the 34-yard line. Amador leads this one 7-0 on a 68-yard touchdown pass by Blankenheim.
We'll have a quick Mountain Merchant scoring update in just a moment here.
Straight ahead handoff, bulling forward again over the 30-yard line. That's number 21. That's Tinker up to about the 28-yard line. So
I think Tinker's goes both ways, doesn't he, Frank?
I think
Offense,
so.
defense?
Yeah.
Sonora on top of Hilmar, 7-0 first quarter action.
Man, Sonora, they lost a lot of seniors last year after a very impressive season. They lost in the section championship game, but they just keep churning up a program. Quarterback keeper there gets around, just going to be short of the first down, just short of the 30 or the 25-yard line.
5:13 first quarter action here to the home of the Diamondbacks.
That was Griffin. He faked the handoff straight ahead and tucked it in and rolled to the right and was stopped just short. Be 3rd down and 2 for the Diamondbacks, trailing this one 7-0. Time-consuming drive here for Union Mine.
Yes. Trying to get a score on the Argonaut game.
I formation, but number 11 just carries it forward there. That was Julio Hernandez, and just bowled his way forward to a first down. Amador had first contact, well short of the first down, but Hernandez just kept pushing forward, got enough for the first down, so it's 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Connor Henderson, the center for the Diamondbacks, big boy, Frank. He's 6'3", 255, junior.
Wow.
Junior.
Number 70 on the ball. In a hurry again. Number 23 in the motion. They're going to give it to him. Trying to get it. And he's got room around the corner. He gets inside the 15 to the 10 to the 5. Close to the end zone. I think he's going to be stopped just short.
On the left end by number 23, Brock Buak.
Buak again, who's been dominant on this drive, but we didn't see much of him next week, but it's going to be 1st and goal. He got around that left side, Jim, and he had nothing but room.
Looks like number 28 for Amador made the stop, Frank.
Barely got him going around the end. He had some nice seal blocks to coming to the wide side of the field and just had room to run. I-band coming through, 23, touchdown.
Touchdown, Union Mine.
3:44, first quarter.
Brock Buak again. 2-yard touchdown by Buak.
Frank, I'm liking this Diamondback offense. I'm liking it.
Well, they go in a hurry.
I'm liking it.
No question about it. What's the time on the clock, did you say, Jim?
3:44.
3:44. Boy, what a time-consuming drive. That they took it over at the 10:04 mark. And so it was almost a 7-minute drive, methodically just pounding out first downs. The snap and the kick is up, and it's
good.
Good. So with 3:44 left to go here in the first quarter, look at the scoreboard. It's Amador Buffalo 7, Union Mine Diamondbacks 7. We'll be back with more first quarter action right after this.
Jackson Tire, located on Highway 49 in Jackson and Highway 88 in Pine Grove, is the place to go for your vehicle. Whether you need new tires or any auto service, Jackson Tire is a dealer you need to know. Visit them at jacksontire.net. That's Jackson Tire. You're listening to high school football action on the voice of the Gold Country, KVGC and KVGCradio.com.
And we are back here at the home of the Diamondbacks. We've got another Mountain Merchant football scoreboard update. Waterford on the board now, 7:21, Somerville.
Well, maybe they're going to slow that running clock down a little
maybe
bit.
huh?
I'll tell you what, right here, we just saw two pretty good drive by both teams. One on a big shot on 3rd and long by Amador, and a very methodical drive by Union Mine going down there, punching it in from 2 yards out by Buak. Amador takes a kick at the 12-yard line, gets to the 20, tackled right there. They're going to spot it at the 21-yard line. That was number 5 for Amador, Jesse Judd, and number 14 for Union Mine. That was Zumwalt on the tackle. So Amador's going to take over for their second possession of the quarter at the 21-yard line. This game all tied up at 7.
You don't have a 10. I don't have Zumwalt on mine.
Yeah. You know what? I wonder. So I have number.
Maybe they made some roster changes over the week.
I've got Zumwalt as number 14.
Nice stop behind the line of scrimmage by your D-backs.
Loss of yardage there of 3, the exact same way the possession started for Union Mine last week. So the ball is back at the 18-yard line after a loss of 3. It'll be second down and 13. Again, wide separation, 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Blankenheim wants to throw. He's looking. He's in trouble. He's rolling to his right. He gets around the corner. He's looking. He throws. Incomplete. Had an open receiver at about the 25-yard line. Nice defense there by Union Mine. It falls complete. It's going to set up a 3rd down and long for the Buffs. And we saw that in their last possession. They got right up against it again. 3rd down and long, and they completed the 68-yard touchdown pass. And so we'll see, because right now they're deep in their own territory, and it's going to give Union Mine the ball back in good field position if they're not able to convert. Single back now shuffles to the left. Blankenheim in the shotgun. He's looking right. And dropped.
In and out of the hands.
There would have had to been a lot of yardage after the catch there to make a first down. Where the ball was thrown was about 9 yards short of the possession, but it was dropped. It'll set up a 4th and 13, and Amador is going to be forced to punt.
Julio, pardon me, Frank, go ahead.
No, the Union Mine is going to have great field position.
I said Julio Hernandez was in there to make the first hit on that. 2:44, 7-7.
Uh-oh.
Fake
trouble.
Punt.
Fake punt. He's got lots of room on the right-hand side. Gets across. He's got the first down. He's across the 40 to the 45 to the 50. Finally brought down at about the 47-yard line. Amador, what a gutsy call. Back on your own 22-yard line, tied up in the first quarter to call a fake punt. And I'm going to tell you, there was nothing but space around that right side. That was Blankenheim, the quarterback, that hauled that one down. Their leading rusher on the year, and he had nothing but time going around the right side.
I know we've already had the play of the game, but I'm going to call that the play of the game.
Well, I'm going to tell you what. Hey, I got so gun shy the first 2 games. The first game, I couldn't even find a play of the game.
Back to the air.
Oh, completion right there, a strike to about the 37-yard line. That is to number 1. That's McElfish.
Kristen Grant on the stop for the Diamondbacks. We're under 2 minutes, Frank.
Blankenheim, I'm telling you. Holy mackerel.
Another Mountain Merchant scoring update. Somerville 28, Waterford 7. And we're still at 7 minutes to go in the first quarter.
Somerville has it. They must score on every offensive possession to score 4 touchdowns And they're still in the first quarter?
We've got another one here. We'll just have just a second.
There is a D in Waterford, but it doesn't sound like they're using it tonight. Oh, Blankenheim gets hammered. Short gain, trying to go around the right side.
All right, we got another Mountain Merchant High School football scoreboard update. Livingston in the red zone right now. They did return the opening kickoff, and we do have a score right now from Livingston. Livingston 7, Argonauts 6, 4:37 in the second quarter.
Argonauts scored an offensive touchdown?
That's what it says.
Whoa! All right, 2nd and 10 for Amador. Blankenheim's looking. He wants to throw. Now he's in trouble. He gets out. Oh, there's a flag down.
Flag.
That might have been a face mask. He was swarmed. There were 3 different guys. He tried to roll. Oh, and there's another flag. That's going to be a personal foul. Let's see if we can sort this one out. Blankenheim was under duress. There were 3 Union Mine defenders. He tried to roll to his right.
I had a 54 on that. I don't have him on my roster, Frank, as making the stop for the Diamondbacks.
I don't have 54 either. These roster issues are.
Well, it is what it is.
Yep. I have a 53, I have a 55, but I do not have a 54.
We've got a pretty good conference going on out here.
Yeah, let's sort this out. I think both fouls are against Union Mine. That's my call. Yeah, personal foul against Union Mine. And an unsportsmanlike conduct against Union Mine. Do those both get moved forward? So is that a 30-yard penalty? It looks like it.
Wow.
That is going to move the ball.
48 seconds left to go in this quarter.
All the way, oh my God, down to the 11-yard line. Now that's a penalty. So it will be 1st and 10 from the 11-yard line? Wow. That's probably the biggest penalty I've maybe ever seen in football. And I've been doing this a bit. All right, Blankenheim in the shotgun. High snap. Blankenheim pulls it down, spins inside. He's going to lose a couple on the play, but I'm telling you what, he was lucky that ball didn't go over his head. He jumped up and just tipped it.
Number 9 was in there first for the Diamondbacks. I don't have him on my roster here. 25 seconds. Clock continues to run in this first quarter.
I have number 9 as Aaron Yielding.
Yep. I'm sitting next to his dad right here.
Handoff to number 23. That is Matt Herrera. So solid gain on the play, but it's going to set up a 3rd down. Amador can get a 1st down without getting into the end zone.
We're going to
set up a 3rd down and 8.
We're going to swap sides of the field right now, Frank.
End of the quarter.
Yep.
All right, so we look at the scoreboard in the end of 1. It's the Amador Buffalo 7, Union Mine Diamondbacks 7. We'll be right back with more Motherlode League football right after this.
The family of Armstrong & Son Construction and Armstrong Self-Storage are proud to sponsor Motherlode League football. Remember, when you need excavating, grading, septic system repairs, and other site work, call Armstrong & Son Construction. Or if you need a storage unit, stop by Armstrong Self-Storage for safe and secure storage, conveniently located near the intersection of Highway 49 and Ridge Road. Armstrong & Son Construction, state license number 828209. You're listening to high school football action on the voice of the Gold Country, KVGC and KVGCradio.com.
And the end of the first quarter, Somerville 28, Waterford 7. The end of the first quarter, we've got the Diamondbacks and the Thundering Herd all knotted up 7-7. Frank?
All right, we're back as they switch the field here. Amador is faced with a 3rd down and 8. They need to get to just inside the 2 for a first down. So they can't get a first down without getting into the end zone. And, man, they were really backed up, Jim, and they had that fake punt. Yeah. And Blankenhut moved it way down the field to give him a chance here. Then the huge double penalty there on the personal foul.
Frank, do you know if Amador's got a kicker?
I do not know. You know, it's been interesting. The last few years, everybody's had a kicker ever since they changed the soccer season. But I know Argonaut, that's a real question mark for them this year because they had a good kicker for 3 years, and he graduated. And Neil King last year as their punter was pretty good too. So 3rd down and 8. Blankenheim looking. He throws the end zone. He got an open receiver. He just threw it a little behind him, incomplete. Defended by number 23 for Union Mine.
Buck.
Buak. Boy, he's been playing both sides of the ball, and he's certainly had a great start to the game. We're going to find out if they got a kicker because Amador's going to come on to attempt a field goal right here. It'll be a 24-yard field goal. No, it'll be a 27-yard.
Ball's going to be on the right hash.
Right, they're going to place it, about the 26-yard line? Let's see. They're going to put it right at the 15, so it'll be a 25-yard field goal, and that is going to be by number 23, Matt Herrera. Or no, he's the holder. And the kicker for Amador. Good snap. Kicks up. Oh, strong leg.
Good.
It is good. 25-yard field goal by number 44 for Amador. That's Bill Hobson. And Amador takes the lead 10-7 early in the second quarter. We're going to go back to the station here, a word from our sponsors, and we'll be right back with more second quarter action right after this.
Hey, let's play some football. Mark Borchin here with Glass Doctor. We are so excited that you're doing what you love. When you need auto glass, windshields, and calibration, call Glass Doctor. Ask about our windshield protection plan. And for shower enclosures, foggy, broken windows in your home or business, please remember Glass Doctor, your neighborly company. Visit our showroom at Highway 49 and Jackson Gate Road.
For all your land surveying and civil engineering services, call Toma & Associates at 223-0156. Whether you're building a fence and need to know where the property line is to complete boundary surveys, Toma & Associates can help. Lot surveys, boundary line adjustments, parcel and subdivision maps, FEMA certificates, septic and grading plans, among the many services Toma & Associates provides. Call 223-0156, serving the Mother Lode since 1967.
You're listening to high school football action on the voice of the Gold Country, KVGC and KVGCradio.com.
Billy Hobson's 44. That's what Leanne's telling us. She said you're missing the rain at Plazas, Frank.
Oh, she's listening to us up at Plazas?
Yeah.
All right, short kick hits at the 21-yard line, fielded there across the 30 to the 35. Across the 40, nice return all the way up to the 44-yard line.
Jaden Tinker.
Yeah, we saw a lot of Tinker last week. At number 21, he runs the ball hard. So Union Mine has good field position, trading this one 10-7. You know, we're going to see which defense is going to stand up. Because right now, time-consuming drives, but neither team is punted at this point. So Union Mine has it at their own 44-yard line, 1st and 10. Again, rushing the line. Motion comes from the left side. Straight ahead handoff to Tinker. There, nice job by the Buffalo defense. They're saying the ball came loose. The officials are saying he was down. And so possession is going to stay with the Diamondbacks, and they're going to keep it right there at the 44-yard line. So no gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 10.
Amador would have been in pretty good field position had they recovered that.
Yeah, that one just a little bit too late. Motion again coming from the left side. They're going to give it to number 23. Nice run on the play. Breaks it around the 40, down to the 30. That three's brought down just inside of the 30. What a nice run right there Buock again. I don't know where Buock was last week. We did not see him.
Where was Buock last week? Was he playing last week? Yeah. He was playing last week, apparently.
Well, he certainly didn't get the ball much. It was all about Tinker and Sherrington, and Herrera were the ball carriers last week. I don't think I called Buock once.
Jaden Tinker with the runoff.
So Tinker gets it after a big gain by Buock down to the 30-yard line on 1st and 10. Tinker gains 3. It'll be 2nd down and 7.
Gain of 3, 2nd and 7.
.10:31.
All right, Joseph Griffin breaks the huddle, hurries up the line. He's going to hand it again to Buock, trying to get around the left, or that's Tinker, excuse me, trying to get around the left side. Stop short of the 20-yard line, so just shy of the first down.
Number 44, Bill Hobson.
It's going to set up a 3rd down and
another.
Oh, they're going to give him the first down. They're going to move the chains. I thought he was short, but they're going to move the chains, so that'll set up a 1st down and 10 from the 20-yard line. So Union Mine has not had a problem moving the ball against this Amador defense so far tonight. Griffin's going to keep it on a quarterback, keep trying to get around the right side, gets close to the 15-yard line. They're going to mark it at the 16, so it's going to be a gain of 4. It'll be 2nd down
16.
and 6.
It'll be 2nd and 6.
Time-consuming drives by this Union Mine team, eating up the clock, just pounding the rock on the ground. Buock and Tinker doing most of the damage here so far in the first half for Union Mine. There again, Griffith break the huddle in a hurry. They're going fast. Now there's a penalty. It's a false start, I believe. No, timeout. Timeout, Union Mine. So look at the clock. It's
9:10.
9:10 left in the ball game. We're going to send it back here. Word from our sponsors. We'll be back. Second quarter action right after this.
Big Valley Ford Lincoln, your regional commercial van and truck headquarters, is proud to sponsor Motherlode League High School football. The expert sales team will help you get behind the wheel of the car or truck that's right for you. And their service department will keep that vehicle running at peak performance. Visit the team at Big Valley Ford Lincoln, your full-service dealership, on the web at bigvalleyford.com and located in the Stockton Auto Mall off Hammer Lane. You're listening to high school football action on the voice of the Gold Country, KVGC and KVGCradio.com.
And left to go here in the second quarter. Union Mine with a nice drive, knocking on the door here down to the 16-yard line, trailing this one 10-7. The Buffaloes lead coming out of the timeout. Union Mine called a timeout here, 2nd down and 6. Griffin brings in the huddle and hurry. Second man through. That's give to Sherrington that time. Gets inside the 10-yard line. I think Scott's going to be enough for a 1st down. Oh, no, they're going to call it a yard short, so it's going to be 3rd down and 1. Ball sitting at the 11-yard line. So 3rd down and 1 for Union Mine. Amador has not been able to stop this rushing attack from Union Mine right now. They get out of the huddle, and they go after it in a hurry, and they haven't found an answer so far. And this is a defense that forced 5 turnovers last week. Griffin's going to keep it himself. He's got the 1st down as he takes it across the 10 at about the 7-yard line. It's going to be 1st down and goal for Union Mine. Clock continues to run as soon as they reset the sticks. So it'll be 1st down and goal for Union Mine from the 7-yard line. And they've got plenty of options to go here. They got Tinker, they got Buock, they got Sherrington. Or Griffin can keep it himself. So Griffin hurries to the line. Motion comes from the right side. They're going to give it to Buock around the left side. And I think he's going to be stopped just short of the goal line. There's a late flag, and we'll see what the penalty is. I can't see down to the corner there, but there was a late flag on the play. Waiting to see what the call is. Buak got down to about the 2-yard line on a 1st and goal. Face mask against Amador, so that will move it half the distance of the goal. So that'll set up a second. So it'll be 1st and goal from the 1-yard line for Union Mine. They're looking to take the lead here, trailing 10-7. Driven breaks the huddle, going quick. I think that was Charrington. I haven't seen a signal yet. They're going to call it a touchdown. That was, I believe that was Charrington. That was number 5. It was. So a 1-yard touchdown by Charrington. And Union Mine takes the lead for the first time tonight. 13-10, awaiting the extra point. So 13-10 right now for the Diamondbacks. Snap, hold, the kick is up, and it is good. So a look at the clock, and we show 7:50 left remaining in the first half. Union Mine takes the first lead of the game, 14. Amador Buffaloes 10. We'll be back with more second quarter action right after this.
Jackson Tire, located on Highway 49 in Jackson and Highway 88 in Pine Grove, is the place to go for your vehicle. Whether you need new tires or any auto service, Jackson Tire is a dealer you need to know. Visit them at jacksontire.net. That's Jackson Tire. You're listening to high school football action on the voice of the Gold Country, KVGC and KVGCradio.com.
You're listening to high school football action here on KVGC Jackson, San Andreas, Sutter Creek. Jim Geedy, Frank Halverson, Carter Brashear here from the home of the Diamondbacks. 14-10. Frank?
I got to tell you what, at some point here, one of these defenses need to step up. Union Mine's had only 2 possessions, but they've had very time-consuming, methodical drives running down the field. Amador has also scored on both of their 2 possessions, but it's been because of a couple big plays for Amador, which has been Union Mine has been very methodical, just pushing the ball down the field, moving the chains, where Amador had it 3rd and long, and they had the big 68-yard touchdown completion. And then on their next drive, deep in their own territory, they had it in 4th down, and a fake punt got them back down the field. The first down, they managed to get 3 points out of that. So it's been a totally different way that Amador has scored. Union Mine has really kind of controlled this game so far.
Union Mine's given Amador everything that they can handle tonight.
Well, that's for sure. There's certainly the time of possession. And the thing that does is it keeps Amador's defense on the field a long time. And that could be a factor as we get in this game. Only in week 3. Nothing going on there in the run game for Amador. That was number 23, Matt Herrera, and he was tackled by Charrington. And Amador really hasn't been able to do anything on the ground so far other than Blankenheim, and that has been their bread and butter for the first couple games. And right now, the only yards they've really gained was on the passing game and through that fake punt.
Well, we thought this was going to be a good game, and it's shaping up to be a good one.
All right, empty backfield for Blankenheim. He's looking. He's still looking. Now he's under pressure. He breaks one tackle. He's rolling to his left. He's still trying to get out. And he throws
interception.
Intercepted by number 55. And he got hit. He was rolling to his left. And I got to tell you right there, that was a sophomore mistake. That was thinking you could do something that you can't. Under duress, rolling to his left. and there was not a receiver anyway because he couldn't get anything underneath the ball to get any strength behind it, and he threw it right to number 55. We'll see what the penalty was. I'm thinking it was after the interception, so possession is still going to remain to Union Mine.
They were talking to Union Mine, Frank.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Oh, how does that change things? Oh, my God. So the interception goes away. Amador retains possession and gets the first down.
Yeah.
Buffaloes will have the ball first.
All right. I would have to go back and see a replay on that. If maybe there was a blow to the head that I didn't see.
It looked pretty clean to me, Frank.
That'll move the ball up to the 49-yard line, 1st and 10 for Amador. A jet sweep trying to get around the left side to number 1. Gained about 4 on the play. That was McElfish. But, wow, what a turn of events right there in this game. Because on that interception, Union Mine, after having 2 divisive drives that scored touchdowns, would have had it on the Amador side of the field. And just like that, I'd love to see a replay of that.
We're having a little bit of difficulty here at the broadcast. Everything's on, but our replay's not working.
All right, ball up to the 47-yard line. It'll be 2nd down and 6 for Amador. Blankenheim in the backfield. Motion comes from the left side. Little pop screen out to the left to number 5. That was Jesse Judd, and Union Mine just smelled that one out all the way. Hernandez on the tackle, loss of a couple on the play. They've ran that play twice. They ran it their very first possession. They lost yards on that, and again, they lost yards on that one. So obviously Union Mine saw Amador running that play on film, and they've sniffed it out both times. Injury on the field.
Hernandez was holding on there. Did you see how the other Diamondbacks came and swarmed on that tackle? That was a good play. Good play.
So both times they've tried to run that wide receiver screen, and they've lost yardage on both of those plays. So you can bet that that's something that Amador has run consistently in their first couple games, and Union Mine saw that on film, and they were ready for it both times that they tried to run it.
And we have a Mount Merchant High School football scoring update. Somerville 42, Waterford 7, 3:27 in the second quarter.
42 points with 3 minutes left in the half.
Yeah.
I mean, like I said, there's no D in that game. Even though that Waterford has a D in it, it obviously forgot that part tonight.
And Hillmar kicks a field goal, 7-3, Sonora and Hillmar.
All right, 3rd down and 12 for Amador. Blankenheim, empty backfield. He's looking over the middle. He's going to, there was a miscalculation there, and it was an interception by Union Mine by number 10. He's going to return it all the way down inside the 10-yard line. And Blankenheim, that was a miscommunication with his receiver. He thought his receiver was going one way, the receiver went the other, and Blankenheim threw the interception. Intercepted by number 10, I believe. That was...
We got the replay back there, Frank. The replay's working.
Zamerlikar?
Yep. I don't have a number 10 on my roster, sorry.
I do, and I can't pronounce it. It's Isaac. We're going to call it IZ. But intercepted return all the way down to the 4-yard line. So Union Mine with a short field here. Straight ahead hand.
Trying to punch it in.
And they got it.
Yeah.
Touchdown, first play.
6:16 left to go.
Tinker takes it in from 4 yards out.
Little
so
2
Union
yard.
Mine takes a 20-10 lead, awaiting the extra point right now. Just like that, it's a 2-possession game. Good snap. The kick is up and it is good. And we look at the scoreboard, 6:15 on the second quarter left, and Union Mine takes a lead, 21-10.
All
We're
right,
going to hear a word for our sponsors. We'll be back. Second quarter action right after this.
The family of Armstrong & Son Construction and Armstrong Self-Storage are proud to sponsor Motherlode League football. Remember, when you need excavating, grading, septic system repairs, and other site work, call Armstrong & Son Construction. Or if you need a storage unit, stop by Armstrong Self-Storage for safe and secure storage, conveniently located near the intersection of Highway 49 and Ridge Road. Armstrong & Son Construction, state license number 828209. You're listening to high school football action on the voice of the Gold Country, KVGC and KVGCradio.com.
Getting ready for the kickoff, 6:16, 21-10. The Diamondbacks going out on top. Frank?
Well, you know, that was just a total miscommunication between Blankenheim and the receiver. I'm sure they're talking about right that now because he did not throw it to where any of the Amador receivers were, so they were just on different pages there. But now they're 2 possessions down, and this Union Mustang defense has been doing a pretty good job. Nice job on the kick return there, or on the kicking team there, and Amador is pinned back in their own territory. They're going to spot it at, looks like at the 15-yard line.
Julio Hernandez in on the stop for the Diamondbacks.
So long field to work with here, not a whole lot of time. They still have 2 timeouts. I think they've used 1. 1st and 10, Blankenheim again in the shotgun. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. He wants to, there again is that wide receiver screen. It was a little bit low and it was incomplete. So it'll be 2nd down and 10.
Would you call that a bubble screen maybe, Frank?
Well, they don't really, a bubble screen is kind of stepped back more and it lets the lineman kick out, but this is just kind of a wide receiver kick out. They've got the 2 receivers out wide, so the slot guy steps back. He's looking for 1 block from the wide out to kind of grid around. A bubble screen more, they have a line pull and it goes back more. Handoff going across the left line. A nice job by the Union Mine defense, just swarming over that play. No gain at all. Maybe a loss of a yard on the play. No, they're going to call it a loss of 3. So it's going to set up a 3rd down and long.
5:25. Clock continues to run. Second quarter.
Yeah, Amador has been dealing behind the sticks this whole half. 3rd and long. They've bailed out of him a couple times, a long pass, and then the fake punt. But, man, right now you're going to give Union Mine the ball with great field position. Again, already leading by 2 scores.
Has there been a timeout at all? I don't think there's been a timeout.
Union Mine took one.
Okay.
Blankenheim looking to throw, still looking. Wide open receiver in the middle, throws behind him. That's going to be incomplete. The intended receiver on the play. That was Jacob Adams. It's going to be 4th and long. Argonaut going, or Amador, is going to be forced to punt. And I don't think they're going to pull a fake punt right now, as Blankenheim's going to be standing in his own end zone. So Union Mine just looking to feast on this with good field position, leading by 2 scores.
57 came limping off for Union Mine.
Good snap, kicks up. Fielded at the 40-yard line, to the 35 to the 30, 25 to the 20, racing down the sideline. And he gets all the way down before he goes out of bounds. At about the 10-yard line, there's a flag on the play.
That was
Isaac Z again on the return, because I can't pronounce his nice last name.
I think the penalty is going to be on Amador, Frank.
What would it be?
Amador was punting.
False start.
False start on Amador. Decline.
Why would they decline that?
It'll be 1st and goal from
Okay,
9 yards.
all right, time out here. Okay, so the way I understand football, a false start is a pre-snap penalty.
Right.
There is no play that's run. Why do they get the opportunity to accept it or decline it?
I don't know. You got me on that
on
one.
a punt. It's a pre-snap penalty.
I thought at first they were going to call that roughing the kicker. But what happened was one of the Amador players blocked the Union Mine player into the punter.
All right,
and I thought they were going to call that.
You football officials out there, somebody send me a text and tell me what I'm missing here. If it's a defensive offside, if they jump, they'll allow the play to go and they'll allow the offense to take the play. There's another flag on the field right there. That almost has to be against Union Mine. It's the false start going to back them up. I still don't understand.
448.
That. I'm gonna have to look that up because I may not understand that rule correctly. So that's going to back up Union Mine 5 yards. So it will be a first down on 15. The ball sitting on the. That'll move it back to the. 20.
About the 15-yard line.
Well, yeah, just inside the 15. So it's first. It'll be second down and goal with Tinker on the carry there. So they were just inside the 10, so they had it first and goal. So the penalty moved it back short of the 15. It's on the ball sitting on the 14-yard line right now. So it'll be second down and goal from the 14-yard line.
Union Mine wants to score so bad in this quarter. Four minutes.
Leading 21-10 right now with 4 minutes left to go in the half. Handoff trying to get around the right side to number 23. That's Buak. I don't see a signal. He stopped short.
Just short, Frank. I think it would run out about the 2-yard line.
Looks like they're going to mark it about the 3. I'm looking at the official on the other side of the field. So it'll be third down and goal. But, man, we've seen a lot of Buak tonight in this first half, and we did not see that last week. It was all Charrington and Tinker. So third down and goal with 3:58 left to go here in the first half. Union Mine leading this one 21-10. Handoff to Buak again, and I think he's in the end zone.
He's in the end zone.
So that was Tinker, takes it in from 3 yards out.
3:53.
3:53 left to go in the half, and they have scored 3 possessions in a row now to take a 27-10 lead, awaiting the extra point. Good snap, the kick up, and it's good. 3:57 left to go in the half. Union Mine has been all over it tonight, leading this one 28-10. We'll be back right after this.
Hey, let's play some football. Mark Borchin here with Glass Doctor. We are so excited that you're doing what you love. When you need auto glass, windshields, and calibration, call Glass Doctor. Ask about our windshield protection plan. And for shower enclosures, foggy, broken windows in your home or business, please remember Glass Doctor, your neighborly company. Visit our showroom at Highway 49 and Jackson Gate Road.
You're listening to high school football action on the voice of the Gold Country, KVGC and KVGCradio.com.
And you're listening to high school football action on KVGC. Again, we want to thank all of our sponsors: Big Valley Ford, Jackson Tire, Armstrong & Son, Glass Doctor, Toma and Associates. Thank you all. And, of course, we'll turn it back over to Frank here. Frank, we've got 3:53 to go here in the first half of play. It's halftime at Sonora right now and halftime in Somerville.
Well, Union Mine has scored 21 points here in the second quarter. They have just dominated this as Amador's had trouble getting anything going on offense. So the kick return's going to bring the ball out to about the 20.
Nice tackle by number
6-yard line where Amador is going to have it first and 10.
3:47 remaining in the half. The Buffaloes.
3:47 to go. They're going to put it at the 26-yard line where Amador is going to have it first and 10. And Union Mine has scored 21 unanswered points, and Amador is looking to get something going right now. This high-powered offense that has scored 96 points in the first 2 weeks has stuttered a little bit tonight. Little swing pass out to the left-hand side, tackled immediately. And you know what I'm seeing tonight from this Union Mine defense is a much more aggressive attacking style than we certainly saw last week against Argonaut.
Number 8 in on the tackle on for the Diamondbacks.
So loss on the play again, and Amador has continued to play behind the sticks all night long. The down and distance situations have put themselves in difficult positions to succeed here, even though they were able to complete a couple big plays. But that's not something you want to do. A nice little down and out pattern that's caught across the 30-yard line. The ball's on the ground. They're going to say he was down, so a pass and completion, but it's going to be well short of the first down. It's going to set up a 3rd down and about 7 after a gain of 5 on the completion.
3 minutes on the clock.
So the ball's going to be right at the 30-yard line, and they need to get to the 36, across the 36. So it's about 3rd and 6.5, if you will. Clock runs now. Blankenheim again in the shotgun. Empty backfield. 3 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Blankenheim looking left. He throws off the receiver's hands and intercepted. Union Mine's got another interception on a tip off the deflected pass. That was by number 7 for Union Mine. That was Matua, Alan Matua.
First down, Union Mine.
Wow.
INT. And that should have been caught. That was not Blankenheim's fault, but I'm going to tell you what, Union Mine is smelling blood in the water right now. They've got the ball at the 27-yard line. Remember, Amador had the opening kick, so Union Mine is going to get the second half kick. They've scored 3 straight possessions right now and an opportunity to put one more score on the board before the half, and they've really got Amador reeling right now.
That'll be big, Frank. Be real big.
Breaking forward, number 5 gets across the 5-yard line, brought down just short. The ball came loose, but I think he was down. That was Charrington.
They're going to give it to Amador, Frank.
Oh, no way. I'm going to look at the replay here. Oh, no, he would. Well, there's no challenge in high school football. So, it
looked like he was down for what I was watching.
I just looked at the replay.
2:27 to go.
So a fumble gives it back to 1st and 10.
Brought down from behind by number 5, Jake.
In the end zone. Wow, what a break for Amador there.
It'll be 2nd and 4 from the 20.
So Amador has it 1st and 10 from the 20. They get the 4 yards on their first play. 2nd down and 6 as the ball's just across the 25-yard line. I don't know how aggressive they want to get right now, Jim.
Under 2 minutes, Frank.
Handoff, cuts it out to the left side. Nice. This Union Mine defense has really done a nice job in this first half, taking away the running lanes. Herrera tried to cut back, and Charrington was right there. They're really staying in their spots, staying in their lanes, not chasing the play. And so there's no cutback lanes for these Amador running backs.
I'm really impressed with the Union Mine defense, Frank.
A different defense than I saw last week, I can tell you that. So 3rd down for Amador in 3. Blankenheim's going to keep it himself, trying to get around on the right side, but he's going to be tackled short. They are just spotting. They're staying inside. They're staying around the edges and not giving him any room. He's going to come up short. It's going to be 4th down. And I don't think they have any option other than the punt. They cannot go for this right now, in my opinion. Trailing 20, they don't make it, giving Union Mine an opportunity to score again in this first half. But
they're letting the clock. 35, 34.
Well, here comes Blankenheim, and I got to believe they're going to punt. No, they're going to go for it. They may try to get him to jump and maybe take a penalty. Yeah, that's what they're going to do. And now they call a timeout. They're going to punt the football. But they just took that clock down as low as they could.
20 seconds.
Yeah, there's no way they're not going to punt this football. You're not going to give Union Mine the football with 2 timeouts left at the 28-yard line.
No.
After they've scored 3 times in a row and they're going to get the opening kickoff of the second half. There's no way you're going to do that.
This is the biggest deficit that Amador's had all season.
Oh, absolutely.
Long.
I don't know that they've ever been behind.
I don't think so either, to be honest with you.
They've scored 96 points in the first 2 weeks, over 600 yards of rushing.
Wow.
Not tonight. They come to the snake pit, and so far they've got bit. All right, we're going to come out of the timeout. 4th down and 1. There's 20 seconds left to go in the first half. Union Mine 28. Amador 10. And Amador's going to line up in punt formation, and you got to believe
I don't think there's going to be a fake
they're going to punt
here.
the football.
Yeah.
That'll be another timeout for the Buffalo.
I'm not sure why they're taking another timeout. I don't know what the question is, but you can't put them in your pocket and take you with them. So I don't know. Maybe they just all needed a break. We're going to keep it right here with only 20 seconds left in the half. And before this one ends up, we're seeing what they're going to do. But yeah. I'm telling you what, I would be totally drop-dead shocked if they did anything other than punt this football.
All right, stay tuned. We've got the Conifer Communications halftime show coming up. We have some halftime scores all the way around the league. In fact, some games have already started the third quarter. We're 20 seconds to go. Again, 28-10. And again, want to say hi to everybody that's listening and watching us today.
Well, I certainly want to give a shout-out to the oldest Argonaut Mustang fan, the Amador County sports fan around, and that's Fred Oneto. I know he's watching tonight, listening tonight for sure. There's the punt, kind of a zero punt, takes a Amador bounce, but they're going to let the clock run as long as they can. Anyway, so Fred, I know you're out there. I know you're listening to us. I was over there the other day, Jim, and there he was up, and he was looking good, and that was a good deal, Fred. So we're glad you're doing better, and we're glad you're enjoying listening to Motherlode League football on KVGC, and I'll be by to see you next week, my friend.
9 seconds to go, Frank.
All right. Well, they're going to just kneel it down. I don't know. I think I'd take a shot.
Yeah.
But they're pretty happy with this right now. There's the kneel down. That's going to do it for this first half. Look at the scoreboard. Union Mine putting 21 points on the board in the second quarter after a 7-7 tie. They lead this one, 28. Amador Buffaloes 10. We're going to be back with our Conifer Communications halftime report right after this.
Football fans, stay in touch with Conifer Communications high-speed internet wherever you are. Stream the game live, connect with fans during and after the game, Facebook Live the winning play, or upload those Instagram photos. Conifer Communications may be local, but offers big-time internet service with fast speed, no data limits, plus VoIP phone service. Connect with Conifer today, 866-378.
Right now.
Please welcome to the field the Junior Rattler cheer.
All right, we are back here at the home of the Diamondbacks, Rattler Stadium. It says, welcome to Rattler Stadium, home of the Diamondbacks. We're going to be seeing Union Mine in the coming years, Frank. We talked about this with the realignment. Argonaut Amador leaving the Motherlode League. Brand new alignment. Sonora also leaving the Motherlode League will be basically Calaveras, Bret Hart, Somerville, Linden, and
Galt?
No, Galt's in
Sharks in the water, eagles in the air. Watch your front and watch your back.
That's right. So we're going to get very familiar with the Diamondbacks here. And I'll tell you, Frank, the first half, Amador came out, looked good, but no interceptions.
Thank you, Junior Rattler cheerleaders. Now let's welcome to the field the visiting Amador Buffalo Cheer Squad.
The difference between this half and how Amador scored. And then you look at how every possession that Union Mine scored. Union Mine has had time-consuming drives that have moved down the field.
What was that, 7-8 minutes?
Yes, Amador. Okay, let's look at Amador. So they get the opening kickoff. They have 3rd down and 8 from their own 32-yard. 68-yard completion by Blankenheim. They get in the end zone. That's how they score. They take the lead 7-0 at the 10:04. Union Mine gets the football, takes it all the way into the first 4 left in the corner, and up to the 2-yard touchdown by Dulac to tie it up 7-7. Amador gets the ball again. They have 4th and 1. They punt. Bails them out of that situation. They end up getting down. First quarter cancel. Ties it down to 7. They end up down to the 15-yard line. They finish a 25-yard field by Campbell to take a 10-17 to allow themselves 6 to go. And this is where everything went. Union Mine scored on 3 consecutive possessions. They put the field in this drive. So they start at a 44-yard touchdown, 1-yard touchdown by Blankenheim then throws an interception. Total miscommunication. So it gives the ball right back to Union Mine and brings the offense again. They finish that one off with a 4-yard touchdown pass by Cooper, a touchdown run by Cooper at the 16. Amador gets it back, throws another interception.
Great job, Lady Buffalo.
That gives Union Mine the ball again.
Now let's welcome to the field your Union Mine Varsity Cheer Squad.
Then Blankenheim throws the other interception. Union Mine completes the ball. They run down to the 5-yard line. They fumble it in the end zone, and Amador recovers. So they're actually fortunate that they're not down 35 to 10 right now. And they're going to receive the second half. Union Mine absolutely stymied this powerful Amador offense that scored 96 points and over 600 yards of rushing. And other than the fake punt and the 1-yard long touchdown pass, they haven't been able to generate any offensive points. You don't think it's They obviously like that wide receiver screen. They run it 3 different times. They lost yards every time. Now, if you can't tell me that's a film study, they have an answer. They're forcing Blankenheimer. One interception that is through with a bad decision on Blankenheimer. He threw 3. It was called back for roughing the passer call. He was fumbling, throwing to his lap. He couldn't get anything in the ball. He had a receiver open deep, but he got hit as he was throwing, so he threw it right in the middle of the field. Number 55, the linebacker, was wide open. That's where he wanted to throw. That right there was just a bad summary. He could have thrown that ball out and lived to see another day. They were lucky. They got the roughing the passer call, so that didn't turn into a safety play. So keep in mind, this team was totally different, especially on the defensive side of football, than I saw last week against Harvard. They're aggressive, they're attacking Amador at the mesh point, and it's just a different team. It sounds last week like keep in mind, use a better word, it's kind of sputtering. Yeah, it wasn't. There's no consistency. They seem to be hitting on all cylinders tonight. Right now, Amador needs to make some adjustments and talk about what they're doing and see what they can figure out in the second half. You didn't mind getting the opening kick. And this Amador defense, for the first time tonight, needs to step up and stop them and force them to punt.
Thank you, varsity lady cheerleader.
So we don't know if this is all Amador has. We don't know what they'll come out in the second half. Maybe they've got some old players because they've been running those that one like you say. I think they've only run about 4 plays on that.
Well, obviously they haven't run the ball.
They got that jet sweep. They run the jet sweep, and they've got that little out pass that they do, and then they've got that one where it looks like it's almost a crackback block pass. And then they're running up the middle.
Well, we're going to see. They haven't had any diversity this year, Jim. Yeah. When you score 96 points in your first 2 games, and you're boat racing both teams, you have not had to face what you're facing tonight. They need
now
to
please welcome to the field the Union Line High School marching band under the direction of Mr. Matthew Lane.
But maybe we're not.
This year's marching band is led by drum major Gabrielle Garland and assistant drum major Parker Henderson. Color guard captains Gabby Denham and Allison McNulty, with staff assistants from visual instructor E.J. Charles, color guard instructor Jordan Harlan and Victoria Mann, and percussion instructor Benjamin Gilbert. This evening, the Union Mine Marching Band will be performing pep band tunes for your enjoyment.
Our brand of football. Relax, seniors, show a little lead.
Take it away, man.
Just go and, let's play our brand of football in the second half.
Yeah, absolutely good point, Jim. That's exactly the message that he's delivering right now. They're going to look, they're going to make some adjustments, and it's not looking for the second half of the season going to happen.
All right, we're going to take a break and then come back real quick with a Mountain Merchant High School football scoreboard. Take the score. So, you know what I'm saying? So, because you can't change the score anymore.
I can.
You can't change it? Oh, you just like
right now, so it's
oh, okay, great.
So you just take your conserving battery?
Yes.
Oh, I gotta stand up. Well, it's a different game of my team than what I saw last week.
Welcome back to the home of the Diamondbacks, 28-10. The Diamondbacks on top of the Thundering Herd. We're here at halftime. We've got a Mount Merchant High School football scoreboard update for you. At halftime, Argonauts trailing Livingston by a score of 14-12. And we've got Sonora leading Hillmont by a score of 42-3. On top of Waterford by a score of 42-14. Again, halftime scores. Sonora has started. Somerville has started. Again, I understand that Argonaut has started. So again, Argonaut at halftime trailing Livingston 12-14, and Sonora leading Hillmont 22-3, and Somerville takes to Frank, you we are sitting here on. Someone should take it. You know what, Carter? You have to take a picture of Frank and I and post it. We are sitting on the top of concrete bleachers with a table below. So we're sitting with our knees at the top of the table.
Top of the table? It's like 80 inches above the table.
It's not bad, but there's the chair. We have like an inch on each side of our chair. If we move our chair, we fall off. And I fell into the fence earlier. Frank doesn't have a fence.
I have no fence behind me, and my chair scooted back an inch, and over the top I went. This young man down here pulled me up. And I didn't need to be followed anymore, Jim.
No, not at all.
The things we do for high school football.
Maybe tug a cord or something.
Let's see here. Trust this community. Okay, hold on. We should be back again. I think this got disconnected.
Yeah.
So let's see if we can get back on this one. Hit disconnect. Okay, just go ahead and shut everything down or turn it back on. Just turn it off. Try to go ahead and bring it. There we go. We're back, JD. Okay? Yeah. Okay. All right, we are back. Sorry, Frank fell. For those of you who are on TV watching this, you heard the whole story, but for those of you who are on radio, missed it a little bit. We are sitting atop a concrete bleacher here. Long story short, our chairs only have about an inch on each side. I fell off my chair and hit the fence. Frank, unfortunately, doesn't have a fence behind it. He actually fell. And you don't need to fall.
No.
You're right. You don't need to fall.
I've had my.
Yeah. So anyway, we're back here. And so for those of you who are listening on the radio, may have lost us for a few minutes there. Bring things up. Back up. But tell you what, the marvels of technology. I mean, a few years ago, we would not be able to do it.
Absolutely not. I mean, you think about the years we've been doing this, Jim, and it's just getting better and better, and the different capabilities that we have, and with the screens and the TVs in the booths now, and we can capture replay, and it's just so much different than when we first started.
We are totally self-sufficient. We're using jackeries as power.
We're not even plugged into anybody.
We're using phones, iPhones, as hot spots to do all the...
We used to always check if we had electrical connections. We had to bring extension cords and yeah, no, this is all within right here.
Yeah, here we are.
Didn't even know what a jockery was until today.
You need one. You need one.
That's for what?
Take up the Silver Lake with you.
Oh,
you know, you never know. You never know. So, hey, for those of you who may have missed it, our halftime scoreboard again from the Mountain Merchant: 42-14, Somerville over Waterford, 22-3. Hilmar behind Sonora, and we just got another score.
What was that, Hilmar? What was that Sonora score again?
Sonora is 29-3 now. 29-3. Just got another.
Ahead.
Yes.
Oh, I thought you said behind.
No. Just got another score from the studio there. 29. I want to thank Teresa back at the studio. She's kind of our producer back at the studio.
Jim, that's your job. You're normally there.
But JD's there too now tonight. So, you know, just got another update.
He's on air.
Update from it's fourth quarter action. 10 minutes in the fourth quarter. Livingston goes on top of the Mustangs 21-12. 21-12.
Fourth quarter.
Fourth
Wow.
quarter already.
We're at halftime. That game's moving a little quick.
Yeah. Well, they put the customary with 3 minutes on the clock. We're down to 1:58 right now.
Yeah.
So, and I don't know why they do that. I wish they would just add it on to the clock. You know what I mean? Why do you have to restart?
Well, it used to be 2 minutes.
Yeah, then they put
and now it's 3, which I don't know why. But because they haven't cut the halftime shorter, so it's still the regular 30-minute halftime. And then they'd add 2, and now they have 3.
So the kids can warm
up. It's not because of the TV contract, I'm sure.
No. It's a CIF rule to allow the athletes to warm up after they come back out of the locker room. Well,
yeah, we didn't even have water on the sidelines, Jim, when we played.
Look what happened. Look how you and I turned out.
Yeah, get off my lawn.
All right, we're going to send it back to the station one more time here from Communications. And we'll be back and ready for the second half kickoff here at home of the Diamondbacks in Eldorado.
I'd like to take this moment to thank our sponsors once again: Thompson's Toyota, Joe Vicini Inc., Easy Smog and Repair, Edwards A1 Appliance, High Sierra Industries, All-Star Gymnastics, Eldorado Savings Bank, Marshall Medical Center, Russell Jones, Doctor of Dental Surgery and Preventive Family Dentistry Office, J&J Auto Care, Carter Kelly Inc., Union Mine Iron Company Inc., The Young Life, Alta Vista Landscaping and Firecracker Photography. Shout out for our contributions to Game Night, Cafe Santoro, Pizza Plus, and Robinson's Custom Design.
It is what it is, brother.
So we haven't found out that touchdown whether it was to McElfish or Judd, huh? It was either 1 or 5. I think it was 5.
You think? I thought it was 1. Whatever. Is it doing its thing?
It's rebooting. It just does that. Take it off. They're saying halftime.
Union Mine won the toss before the game, and they deferred to receive at the beginning of the third quarter.
All right, we are ready to get the third quarter underway here. You know, Frank, I've got a little party of some high school friends tomorrow night at the house, and
looks like Bill Hops, number 44, is going to be kicking off for the Buffaloes.
We used to make it all the time when I was a kid. And that was in the day when you had to sit on it, crank it, right? Because as kids, we had to do that. We always
Merzlicker are back to return.
Because the fireworks in Stockton were at Victory Park and
Along with Darian Sugar.
It was my brother's birthday. Greg was born July 3rd. And so we would always go with the Trinidad. and their house was close to Victory Park. And every year, you'd have to sit on that damn thing and crank that ice cream maker. Now the electric one.
And make sure you didn't get any salt into the salt water when you took the lid off.
Yeah. How'd it turn out? Good. So you got an electric one?
Yeah, I'm assuming. Yeah. So I made it ahead of time.
So where did you get the rest? Because I mean, there's a lot. The last couple of times I've attempted to make it, it's never frozen up.
Well, that's what it's called, curing the ice cream. You have to cure it.
Sorry, I don't remember what it was.
Tonight. They just marched it up 15 yards.
Why?
I do not know.
Was that the penalty at the end of the half?
Could have been.
That obviously it was against Union Mine, because Amador's kicking off from there and he kicks it over the right corner. Don't kick it out of bounds. Oh, it goes into the end zone. God, I'm going to say, you just got it down to the 15 yards and now you're going to give it back up. It just snuck into the corner. So Union Mine is going to have their first possession in the second half, leading this one 28-10, where they're going to start on their own 20-yard line. We'll see if this Amador defense is able to make some adjustments here in the first half, as Union Mine pretty much had their way, just piling up rushing yards in that first half. Buak was the big carrier in the game, and a guy we didn't see much of last week was all Charrington and Tinker. Hurried to the line again. Second man through, number 5. Gets around the right side. He breaks one tackle. He almost took that house.
Charrington with the run around the right.
That was Charrington. That was a saving tackle by number 23 by Amador. That was Herrera. Charrington was going to take that one 80 yards from the house. Herrera's helmet came off, so we have to go out and sit a play.
First and 10 from
so it takes that one up to the 37-yard line, where it'll be first and 10. And I mean, Charrington hit that hole like a rocket.
Oh no.
Hand off again. Still on his feet. Gets across the 40-yard line.
Right up the middle. Probably number 21.
About 5. That was 21. That was Tinker. So it'll set up a second down. And again, 4. It'll be second down.
Second and 6.
I like the down marker over there, Jim. Have you seen one that's got lights on it? Yeah.
I wasn't sure if that was,
just a reflection off the lights. No, it's lit.
You know, Frank, I feel for you, and I'll tell you why after this play.
Second down and 6.
You guys, go ahead.
Charrington again gets up to the 45.
Jake Charrington is off the right tackle. Gets it out to the 45-yard line.
Now I know what you mean. Our old eyes. It's hard to see here. It used to be
That's the 44-yard line.
I gotta have to tell you, both of these uniforms are pretty friendly for an older announcer. Unlike those camouflage ones, a few years ago everybody had those little camouflage ones. You could not read a number to save your life.
And unfortunately, my glasses are for reading, so I try to look.
Well, okay, so third down. Motion comes to the left side. Straight ahead. Great there. The Amador defense finally got penetration. They got some push off the line. Got in the backfield. Dropped them for a loss. Going to set up a fourth.
Nice tackle from behind.
And Union Mine's going to be forced to punt for the first time
tonight. That
was number 44.
Fourth and 5.
Coming in on a... Yeah, 44.
Bill Hobson. So fourth down for Union Mine, something they have not faced tonight. And let's see, they're sending some players that I got to think they're going to punt. With a 28-10 lead, you really want to give Amador possession on your side of the field right now? I don't think so. They're going to take a timeout. We're talking about it. So anyway, Jimmy, we're talking about glasses. So years ago, like 3 or 4 years ago,
that'll be their first.
I had so I've got on these, I'm on the binoculars, I'm on these, and I'm trying to read the program. Jim, trust me. Go to the eye doctor. I have new glasses now that I have long range, mid range, and reading range, and I don't have to go back and forth, so I can see across there just fine. So just some advice.
These old 175s are getting a little bit tired.
175 275. Shit, I was like a 270. I'm sorry about that. Was that an FCC violation? I was like a 275.
You know,
and I didn't even have to wear them at all until I hit 50.
You know, I feel like I need those glasses that have like little binoculars. I'm sorry, I'm not much help. Good thing I'm not smart.
Jim, it changed my life as far as my football life when I got these.
See, when you used to be 67,
just change, you know.
The things that we find in all right, here comes Union Mine, and they're going to act like they're going to go for it. They snap it in a hurry, and then got a first down for it. Look at Cheering go! He's got a
both hands.
Well, he darn near broke that first down play going off the right-hand side, and he just
Ball
got
will be
through the
spotted at
so
the
quick
14-yard line. Will be first and 10.
Risky, in my opinion, by Union Mine. Leading this one like they have been and dominating the game to give Amador the opportunity to have the ball on their side of the field. That was a pretty gutsy call right there, and I'm not sure that I would have made it.
We've got a Mountain Merchant High School football scoring update right now. Argonaut 20, Livingston 21.
Looks like the ball's going to be spotted at the 8-yard line.
Yeah.
All right, the ball sits at about the 8-yard line right now. So it's
a gain of 6. It should be second.
It should be second down. I don't know what the crew over there is doing. They have the sticks all messed up.
This is an official timeout.
Now they're going to have to reset them.
As opposed to
it wasn't a first and goal, but I don't know. I don't know what they were doing. I don't know where the button was. But it looks like now they've got to reset. They've got to get to about the 5-yard line for a first down. So it's going to be second down and 4 as the ball's at the 9.
Just wound the clock again. Fourth. So second and 4, you think, Frank?
Yeah, second and 4. They need to get to the 5-yard line, and they're sitting right now at the 9. All of a sudden, Griffin comes to the huddle, trying to get him to bounce off. They didn't back off. Now he's going to give it to Buock, I believe, going around, or is that Tinker? 21, I believe.
Good second effort from Jaden Tinker, number 21.
He's going to be
looks like he gets down to the 7-yard line. Now it'll be 4th and 3.
I think it's third down, I believe.
The announcer said 4th.
Yeah, I think it's third down. I do not believe it's 4th down. Yeah, it's third down. Gutsy 4th down call there.
Trying to take it up the middle.
And I think he's going to be short.
Jaden Tinker with the carry.
No gain on the play. So it's going to be 4th down.
Now is it 4th down?
Now it's 4th down. I don't know if they're going to, you think they're going to kick the field goal or you think they're going to go for it?
I think they're going to go for it.
Now it's 4th down.
So now it's 4th down and a couple.
From the 6.
At the 6-yard line. And I'm telling you what, right now, if I'm the Amador line, as soon as they get the line, I'm shooting. I'm fired. They're going to go on first step. If they get caught, they get caught. Go. Second man through. Number 5, Charrington gets on the right side.
And backs him out after the play.
6:42. Set up by Guts. 4th down call. We've got flags all over the field. All over the field.
Jake Charrington with a beautiful run right around the right tackle.
It's almost like this has to be a personal foul. Unsportsmanlike conduct or something. I think it's going to go against Union Mine, Jim, but it was after the play. So I think it's probably an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty.
I really didn't see anything.
To be honest with you, I was writing down my notes
I was watching
on the score.
Touchdown.
Yeah, unsportsmanlike. I guarantee you that's going to be a goal.
Unsportsmanlike conduct against Buffalo
against Amador
and against Union Mine.
I hate that call. Jesus, refs, come on. Seriously? There's a penalty against somebody, you're going to give it to them both. You know, I absolutely just hate the call. So they're going to wave it off and foul. So it was a 7-yard touchdown by Charrington. Yeah, baby! At 6:42 here to go in the third quarter.
34-10.
Awaiting the extra time. But I'm telling you, that fourth down call was gutsy. Yeah. I wouldn't have done it. When you got a nice penalty lead after it was great. There's no way I made that call. So we're awaiting the extra point now. Right now, 34-10. Amador has not scored since their first possession of the second quarter. Snap. Hold. Kick is up, and it is good.
Once again.
Union Mine just pulling away.
6:42 remaining in this third quarter.
We'll be back.
Amador Buffaloes 10. Your Union Mine Diamondbacks 35.
Back at Union Mine, 6:42 in the third quarter. Amador and Union Mine 13 on a gutsy fourth down ball.
20-28 unanswered points. And so we're going to see right now this young Amador team, how they respond to the first adversity that they've had this year. Now, I have to tell you, this really isn't about a win or loss right now for Amador, in my opinion, because this is a non-league game. It's a young team. This is about a character building experience now with 1 quarter and 6 minutes left. How do they respond, this young team, to diversity? There's a flag. That's going to go.
There's a flag on the play.
But they're just not. Amador gets nothing going on. They were brought down to 50-yard line.
Number 28,
Union Mine looks faster. They look more aggressive. And I think Amador is a little bit shocked. They were kind of used to controlling things the first couple of weeks, and this young team, they need to kind of hit the reset button a little bit. And okay, we're playing big ball football now.
We've got a Mountain Merchant scoring update. It is the beginning of the fourth quarter, and Sonora leads Hillmark 29-3. 29-3. And we're in the fourth quarter at the Argonaut-Livingston game. Again, Argonaut 20, Livingston 21.
Well, both those teams came in at 0-2, so one of them is going to finally get in a win column tonight. I'm still looking for the call here.
Hands.
Oh no, it looks like a block.
Against the Buffaloes. That is declined. Personal foul against the Buffaloes.
So the block in the back declined. The personal foul was accepted. That would put him back half the distance.
That'll put it first and 10 from the 10-yard line.
So it'll be first and 10 for Amador.
6:35.
Here we go. First possession for Amador in this second half. Handoff. Straight ahead across the 10-yard line. Stop.
And another flag on the play at the end. 42 was the carrier on that.
What's going on out there?
Michael Noon.
It was getting a little chippy, and people were getting frustrated. But there seems to be flags all over the field now. It's going to go against Union Mine. I don't know what that call could be against the defense. On a running play.
Personal foul.
Over the head.
Helmet to helmet.
So that's 15 yards. That'll move them out and give them a fresh set of downs.
Against Union Mine. Does result in a first down for the Buffaloes.
8-yard line.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 28.
So 1st and 10 for Amador. Blankenheim in the shotgun. Handoff again. They're going to try to get that running game going. Nice tackle after
42 with the carrier. Nice tackle by number 63, Jordan Haley.
Nunez.
I think that was the same play, Frank.
That they ran on the play before. So they're trying to get something going on the ground to slow that pass rush, because Blankenheim has really been under duress most of the game when he goes back to pass, forcing him to scramble. They're going to hand it again. Oh, he's tackling the backfield.
Nice stop by number 9. Aaron Yielding. For a loss of 2.
There again, penetration into the backfield.
It'll be 3rd and 6.
And there's been a lot of that tonight, so it's set up a 3rd down and 6 for Amador. The ball sits at the 32-yard line.
5:26.
35-10 trailing this game as the clock continues to click down. 3 receivers again to the left. This seems to be their normal formation. 1 to the right. Lone back. Blankenheim's going to keep it. He's going to roll to the left, but he's in trouble. What a beautiful throw that is. Now that right there is the arm talent I was talking about. He's rolling to his left. He's on his back heels, and he throws a strike out to the right-hand side.
Nice tackle.
That
Sorry,
was number 1.
Number 7, Alan Mateo, and number 8, Darian Schubert.
It was good enough for the first down. They're going to move.
Fortunately, it does result in first down for Buffaloes.
Those of you that are watching on
First
TV,
and 10
see what
from
I'm
their
talking
39.
about. If you're not on the radio, you don't understand how difficult a pass that was. He was rolling to his left. He had pressure. He was on his back heels. He couldn't drive the ball and throws an absolute strike on an out route to McElfish. That was impressive for the young sophomore. Oh, he's got a wide receiver. McElfish over the middle, complete to the 40. Cuts it inside across the 35 to the 30, inside the 30-yard line to the 28.
Pass
Beautiful throw.
catch.
Blankenheim to McElfish. Finally, Amador's got something going, which they haven't had since the first quarter. Wow, what a beautiful throw. Let's look at this in the replay right here. Fake the out and throws it on a post right over the middle to McElfish. Put it right on his hands, and Amador's got something going 1st and 10 for the 22-yard line.
Elon making a stop.
But Blankenheim's going to keep it himself. Gets
Quarterback
close to the
keeper out to the
pylon. Let's see where he goes out of bounds.
Where he ran out of bounds.
Shy of the first down at the 15-yard line. Let's see where they mark it. They're going to move it. It's going to be 2nd down.
15-yard line.
They're going to mark it right on the 15.
That's all right, Aaron. Now you know.
These chain guys, I'm not sure what they want to do here.
2nd and 3.
Yeah, they're going to mark it short. It'll be 2nd down and 3. 3 receivers to the right. Blankenheim shotgun. Lone back to his left. That's Herrera. He breaks a tackle. There's a flag right there. That's almost certainly.
A run off a guard.
Against Amador. That's going to bring it back 10 yards from the spot of the foul. Every time you see that flag thrown right there, Jim, you can almost guarantee that's an offensive holding.
He was coming right at this. It was ready.
Yeah, holding call.
Holding against Buffaloes.
I mean, you know, if you watch football enough, where the flag is thrown on the field, you automatically know what the call is, right? That was obviously going to be
10 yards from the spot of the foul.
That's going to move it back to the 25-yard line. So it's going to set up a 2nd down and 13 for the Buffaloes.
4:35 in the 3rd quarter.
Blankenheim, the shotgun. He's standing at the 30-yard line. He's looking for a little curl run. He's going to go deep.
Interception.
One of the die, baby. Go!
Blankenheim throws his third
interception.
But totally miscommunicated.
Isaac Smerzlicker.
McElfish went short on the curl.
And another first down, Union First hit for the Diamondbacks at their own 40-yard line.
And just miscommunication there was at the receivers as Blankenheim throws an interception and just a great opportunity there.
Amador's just not able to capitalize on it. Everything's falling short.
And it was just, again, miscommunication, just like the other interception that he had across the 50-yard line, knocked out of bounds, across the 40, and there's another
Sherrington with another great run.
Whitehead threw that.
That's going to be a late hit,
Yeah.
and that almost certainly is going to go against Amador. A hit out of bounds as that play started at the 24-yard line.
Personal foul. Yep, against Amador. Yep.
The Buffaloes, that'll tack on another 15 to that play.
4:07, 35-10. Third quarter action.
Yeah, what we've seen here tonight that they're really going to look at this week in practice is just the communication between the receivers and the quarterback has just not clicked tonight. And
the ball is placed in Buffalo territory at the 43-yard line.
That's the third interception. It was actually the fourth. The one was called back on the roughing the quarterback call. So Union Mine's going at it again. Buak, I believe, on the carry.
Jaden Tinker with the run.
That was Tinker
for a gain of
21 for a short gain on the play.
Be 2nd and 10.
But they're just chewing up the yards and chewing up the clock right now. 3:30. Leading this one to 35-10 with 3.5 minutes left here to go in the third quarter.
And they're not rushing, they're just taking their time.
Why not? 35-10 lead. Okay, so it is a 4-possession game. Charrington almost immediately.
Jake Charrington with the run off the tackle.
Forward, just up short of the 40-yard line.
It's like a gain of
Mount Mercy
2.
Football scoreboard. 1 minute to go.
It'll be third down from the 41-yard line.
That game almost
3rd and 7.
Who's got the ball, did they say? Livingston got the ball. Wow, dang, it looks like Argonaut's going to fall just a bit short of getting their first win of the year. Break the huddle, 3rd down and 8. Motion comes to the right side. They're going to give it to that's Buak. Gets across the 35-yard line down to
Brock Buak.
That's going to be enough.
Around the left tackle.
James to give him a fresh set of downs.
Does result in a first down, Union Mine.
As soon as they get the stick set, the clock will start again, and they're just chewing up time.
It is running right now.
So the ball sits at the 32-yard line, fresh set of downs for the Diamondbacks. Referee breaks the huddle, going to give it to Charrington, trying to go around the right side, cuts it inside, brought down all the way down to the 20-yard line. Another big gain by Charrington.
Charrington with the run around the right end, and lead blocker Jordan Haley. And another first down, Union Mine. Be 1st and 10 for the 21.
Boy, I got to tell you, Union Mine has piled up some yardage on the ground tonight, haven't they?
They have.
Buak, big game. Charrington, big game. They're going to hand it forward. That's going to be Tinker. He hits the pile, breaks it outside, breaks the pile right there, gets down to the 10-yard line. That'll be a
Jake Tinker. With the reverse back around to the left side.
I think that'll be a 1st and goal.
Looks like the ball's going to be spotted at the
4th quarter running clock.
10-yard line. And another first down,
like they're going to spot it just short of the 10.
First and goal for the Diamondbacks at the 10.
No, they're going to spot it at the 10-yard line, so it will be first and goal for the Diamondbacks.
118.
Just looking to put the final nail in the coffin here. I know there's another quarter left, but this will make it a 5-possession game, and there's just not enough time on the clock. Charrington breaks through the line into the end zone for a touchdown.
Jake Charrington with the run on the right guard. From 10 yards out.
So definitely different team than last week, right?
Yeah.
On both sides of the ball.
Charrington, his 3rd touchdown of the night with the 10-yard point.
Isaac Zwerziger on for
the extra point with 1:13 left to go in the 3rd quarter. Kicker number 10.
Boom!
Isaac Z has been perfect tonight.
PAT is good, but there is a flag on the play, far side of the field.
And they're going to say that's good. So look at the scoreboard. Union Mine all over the Buffs tonight, 42. Amador 10 will be back. Minute 13 left to go in the 3rd quarter.
Flag has been waved off. 1 minute, 13 seconds remaining in this 3rd quarter. Amador, Buffalo's 10, your Union Mine Diamondbacks 42.
That'd have been a running clock if they hadn't made the field goal. It'd have to be 40 points.
Yeah, 40 points.
40 points up. So it could happen tonight. All right, back here at the home of the Diamondbacks, we've got a quick Mount Version High School football scoreboard running clock in the 4th quarter. Somerville 56. Waterman
56. Woo! Wildcats putting it on them tonight.
Nope, that's Somerville. The Bears.
Oh, the Bears. Okay. The Bears. Well, you know, this is one of those rechecks for this young Amador team, and certainly Brad Blankenheim who maybe read some of his press clippings a little too much, but they were not in sync tonight, and maybe they can finish this one on some kind of positive note. Right now, that's what you want in a game like this. You're looking to find something to build on for next week, right? Something positive to take out of this game, because so far tonight, there hasn't been a lot.
And like we said, it's preseason.
A flag. Man, oh man, there's been a lot of flags. It's against Amador.
Unsportsmanlike conduct against Buffalo.
How can the guy back there awaiting the kick, he's talking to the player that was deep to receive. I'm not sure what you do to get that call.
So the Diamondbacks will be kicking off from the Buffalo 45.
I have never seen that happen.
Neither have I, but the white hat all of a sudden has gotten a little flag happening. If I'm Camtac, I gotta go ask about that. Can you explain to me what that was about? Good kick in the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Amador will take possession.
Ball goes into the end zone.
With 1:13 left to go in the 3rd quarter at the 20-yard line.
Buffaloes will have their
32-9 Sonora.
possession at the 20-yard line.
30 seconds left in that game. 1:13 left in the 3rd quarter. Union Mine. You know, nobody likes to lose, but Amador, it's early in the season. If they lose tonight.
Well, they're going to lose tonight. Blankenheim's going to keep it himself. But look at the pursuit. Did you see the way the two safeties came up there?
Team effort on that tackle right there.
They're swarming on them, Frank.
They're just so much more aggressive tonight than what we saw last week. And maybe that's what Coach talked about to his team. Hey, what are you guys doing?
Looks like the ball's
playing on your heels. They're playing on their toes tonight, and they're aggressive, and they're going
second
football.
and 6.
So Blankenheim gains 4. Blankenheim's been their leading rusher through the first 2 weeks. Besides doing it with their arm, he has got nothing tonight.
Let's go.
So, I mean, you got to give credit to the Union Mine defense for the job they've done. Blankenheim. A pump and go, and he's throwing it into coverage, overthrown.
Ball intended for number 10.
Ball intended for
overthrown.
Number 10.
Goes incomplete.
That was Len
Second and 6.
Now that was double coverage.
Yeah, and he tried to get him on a stop and go, and Union Mine did not bite at all. They're playing safeties deep at this point, obviously, and double covered. The best thing that could have happened to that pass is what just happened at Fillington.
We have got a Mountain Merchant High School scoreboard. Livingston 21, Argonaut 28. Livingston has the ball, 36 seconds to go.
Handoff inside, drop.
Nice tackle by number 57, John Sullivan.
Union Mine, John
brings up,
Sullivan.
Wow, and a loss. That brings up 4th down.
4-yard loss. It'll be 3rd down and 10.
That's going to run out the quarter, Frank.
All right, that'll do it. Look
That
at the end
ends
of
the first.
3.
Or the third quarter.
Union Mine 41.
Your Diamondbacks 42, the Buffaloes 10.
So, there must have been a turnover. How hard did I get the ball back and score?
Argonaut wins. They won the game. They win.
Singer in a smoky room. Snow white and sheep perfume. For a smile they can share the night. It goes on and on and on and on. Strangers dancing, looking down the corner of their shadows.
That's it. They're playing our kind of music right now, huh? Heard this a bit in the 70s.
Fourth and 10 from the 20. Timeout, Union Mine. That is their second timeout of the second half.
Welcome back to Union Mine. We've got a final high school football score for the night from the Mountain Merchant football scoreboard. Argonaut 28, Livingston 21.
Wow, the Mustangs get in the win column. After the last 2 weeks, I wasn't sure that they were going to find that part of this.
Well, last week the score came on a defensive recovery of a fumble.
The only points they scored all year. Now I don't even know what's going on here. So they just come out. It was and before that could happen, Union Mine calls timeout. So Amador back to punt on 4th and 10. Kicks up. Fielded. Oh, bounces off the hat. I think Union Mine got it. Of course, everybody's pointing the other way. I'm not sure, but let's see. What a mistake there. That was just
And the ball comes loose.
a fault in
Buffaloes
concentration. I
recover.
still haven't seen this
40-yard line. That'll be 1st and 10.
Amador recovers. That's the biggest play of the night. Well, other than the one touchdown, they're going to get the ball back at their own 40-yard line.
That's better than the fake punt.
So Union Mine fumbles the punt, and they get it back at the 40 now to start the first quarter. Empty backfield for Blankenheim. 2 receivers to the left, 3 to the right. He's looking to the left-hand side, back shoulder, trying to throw to number
Pass
10.
for number 10
That
goes
was Landon Ray Case, and it was a little bit wide, incomplete. It'll be 2nd and 10 for the Buffs.
Union Mine's had a great pass rush all night long. Frank, they're running 3-man front. They've got their, the linebackers out, but great defensive pass rush for Union Mine all night long.
Yeah, Blankenheim hasn't had a lot of time, and come on! Motion comes from the left side. They're going to give it to him. That's number 5. No, Blankenheim keeps it. What a nice fake. Throws over the middle. Oh, that ball should have been flat.
Pass intended for number 2, broken up by number 10, Isaac.
Jalen Adams was the intended receiver. They had a defender right there, but I'm telling you what, that ball was incomplete, but the arm talent of this kid is impressive. That was a strike over the middle.
Yeah, we just saw it on the replay there.
Impressive. I mean, he put it right on the money. And this kid, what is he, 15 years old? The arm strength and the accuracy that he displays is really impressive. Blankenheim's going to keep it. Gets hit right again at the 40. They've just done a great job.
Nice tackle by number 7.
No good play. It'll set up another 4th down. And that's basically what Amador has been facing all night long. A very, very aggressive Union Mine defense, and they've just done a great job.
If I'm Amador, I'm going to go for it. I'm not going to.
Well, at this point, you're at the 40-yard line. You want to get beat by 31, or you want to get beat by 38? Does it really matter?
They're going to punt though.
Yeah, I mean, either way, it's not like you're down like by 2 scores and you actually have a chance to win. The ball was good. And Union Mine's going to let it roll down to the 43-yard line where it
looks like that punt was tipped.
It was a blocked punt.
And Union Mine will take over. 1st and 10 from their own 43-yard line.
So not a whole lot of things are going right.
Let's go,
10:24 in the 4th quarter. I'm surprised we don't have a final at Sonora yet. It was just a few minutes. Oh, we do. Okay.
Go, 2-0!
Sonora 32-9. Somerville 56-14.
What was the final on that?
32-9 Sonora.
Yeah, boy!
Somerville 56.
Yeah, boy! Yeah, boy!
A nice run around the left end by number 20, Aiden Geary. First down, Union Mine.
So that ball's up to, on the Amador side of the field now at the 46-yard line. Move the chains again. They have just continued to
Give it to him again.
chunks of yardage all night long.
Let's go, 2-0!
Number 44 just checked into the game. I don't have him on my roster.
I have a 44 as Hunter Woodruff.
Let's go, boy! Go, boy!
20 again, the fullback.
Geary with the carry once again. The gain of 5. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Gain of 5. It'll be 2nd down.
Buffalo
5
41-yard line.
for Union Mine, leading this one 41-10.
9:14.
Keep getting me to him.
Looks like Union Mine has maybe their backup quarterback warming up here on the sidelines. You know they've moved in. There's a whistle now. It's a timeout.
Timeout.
So let's take a quick word here. A couple messages from our sponsors. We'll be back. 4th quarter. After this.
Honor of the knee.
Hey, Frank, what's going on at Thompson's? Frank, what's going on? What's going on at Thompson's?
I see they're a sponsor
Sonora on top of Philmar 39-9, and the final score of the Somerville game 56.
Gearing gets the call, punches it ahead for another first down for Union Mine up to the 35-yard line.
It does result in a first down, Union Mine. First and 10 from the Buffalo 35.
That's not even waiting for the snap. He just get this thing going.
Let's go, 20!
All right, first and 10 for Union Mine. Again, they just keep chewing the clock up and grinding the ball first down after first down. Motion comes from the left side. They're going to give it to number 23. That's
a run off of the left tackle by number 23, Brock Uak. Does get stopped for a loss. Looks like it's a loss of 2. It'll be second and 12 from the 37.
Buak a lot, but Charrington's still in the horse. So it's been Tinker and Buak tonight, where we saw a little bit more of Herrera last week and didn't see Buak running the ball much, but he's done a good job moving the chain. Loss of 2 on that play, so it'll be second down and 12 as the clock continues to run.
Under 8 minutes.
The ball sits on the 37-yard line. Motion Buak from the left. They're going to give it to him, trying to get around the corner. Cuts it across the 35-yard line.
Buak with the run again off the left tackle.
Of about 6
Time
on the
he gets
play.
around the end.
That'll set up a third down and 6 for Union Mine. Ball sits at the 31-yard line.
Looks like a gain of 5. It'll be 3, third and 7.
Third down and 7.
From the 32.
It looks like a lot of new players are coming in for Union Mine, which is good.
Yeah, at this point, I mean, get your guys in.
There's some experience.
That's certainly a different center than they had before.
Go, boy!
Different formations, too.
Not
Ball
much
comes
going
loose on the
there.
handoff, but it is recovered.
1 on the play.
By number 5, Jake Charrington.
That was Charrington on the carry. I'm most surprised Charrington's still
Results
in
in a yard gain as well. It'll be 4th and 6.
They're starting
from the 31.
Or no, I should take that back. Isaac Z.
Go, 20!
For Griffin. Or no, Griffin's still in there. It's just that they bring their plays in. The quarterback doesn't go to the sideline and get the plays. They bring a receiver over.
Go, boy!
That's number 8, Schuart. Darian Schuart. Griffin wants to throw. He's rolling to his right. He's looking. There's a penalty. That's going to come back. That's going to be a
quarterback keeper. But there is a flag on the play.
On the flag. It's a holding.
Holding.
Union Mine again. Under that situation, you see that flag.
You know what it is.
It's holding.
Yeah.
Long ears, fluffy tail, and hops at the rabbit. That's a holding call every time, right?
It was a good little play, though.
All right, so that'll back it up 10 yards from the spot to the foul, so that should take it back. Well, they're going to mark it at the 41-yard line. I actually think it was in the backfield.
Still 4th down, the ball spotted at
10 yards further than that. But anyway, that's going to be marked at the 41, so it's going to be 4th down and long, and they're going to go for it. I mean, what the heck? The down marker hasn't moved. He's still over here. I don't know what those guys are looking at over there. You see the 4th down marker where it's at? It's on the 31-yard line. It should be over here at the 41, but there's a whistle on the field now. Oh, now he's going to move it. Okay. Come, buddy. Game's not over yet. Got to pay attention.
Get him a cup of coffee.
Yeah, there you go.
All right, so 4th down now. They've got to get up to the 25-yard line in order to get a first down. So it is 4th down and 16 for Union Mine.
Let's go, boy!
Griffin wants to throw. Oh, he's in trouble. Hit the rush. He's baited to his right. Now he's in trouble again. Still looking. Throws it away out of bounds.
Pass goes incomplete.
Turn the ball over on downs. Finally, a little.
Buffaloes will take over on downs. They're on the 41-yard line. 5:54 remaining in this 4th quarter.
That's going to have it 1st and 10 from their own 41-yard line.
So we've got 5 minutes left to go. What are you going to do, Frank? You going to try to build up like a
I'm going to try to just stay within our offense. I don't want him to throw a fifth interception.
Go, boy!
Okay? So I'm going to hold the ball down and I'm trying to get around the corner there, get across the 40.
Number 1 with the carry brought down by number 19, David Phillips.
Good 5-yard.
Looks like a gain of 5 yards. It'll be 2nd and 5 from the 46.
For the Buffaloes, but I'm also not going to do anything. I don't want to stop the clock at this point. I want this game to be over. Okay, we're not going to win. We know that.
Let's go, too
Let's
long.
see if we can get a little bit of positive energy going in. So 3 receivers out to the right. Blankenheim's still in the game. Shotgun. He's going to roll to his right. Direct traffic. He tucks it in, hits across the 50-yard line, 45 to the 40, stutter steps and gets out of bounds after he crosses the 35-yard line. So up to about the 33. So nice run by Blankenheim. The one thing, when I saw him last year, he didn't. The only thing I questioned about him, he looked a little bit slow. He looks much faster tonight.
I was gonna wait for you. I was gonna.
I like the way
he actually looks like he's lost some weight. I thought he was a little bit. He was a little bit slow. He looks faster than I saw him last year. And kids at this age change so much. So I don't know if he's gotten taller or whatever, but he looks like he's thinner and he looks like he's quicker to the ball. Timeout by Union Mine. We're going to keep it right here, right now. But a good run by Blankenheim to set up the 1st and 10 up to the 33-yard line. So, hey, maybe they can punch in a score at the end, something to build on. We're looking for some positive energy here that we can talk about what went wrong, but we can also talk about a couple things that went right.
The bus ride's going to be a lot easier if we score 1 more touchdown.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
A lot easier than that.
And this young team just needs to shake it off, go back to the drawing board. Mama said there were going to be days like this, and after 2 big wins where they scored a ton of points.
And Union Mine, though, after seeing them last week and then coming back this week, totally different team.
I agree.
Totally different team.
Yeah, the team I saw last week, I said, I think Argonauts probably going to win this game, or Amador's going to win this game. That isn't what has happened. Handoff straight ahead, going off the right side. Game breaks a tackle. There's a 1st down where he's knocked out of bounds. That was number 23, I believe. That was Matt Herrera. And late flag. That might have been a late hit out of bounds. We'll see. Personal foul. Yeah, that was a late hit out of bounds. That's going to move it half the distance to the goal for Amador. So they're going to have it 1st and goal from inside the 10-yard line. Count that off to, looks like they're going to take it to about the 8-yard line. Look at there, he's already running the clock. He's not even waiting for the sticks to move.
Ball is now spotted at the 9-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal for the Buffaloes.
4:35.
Yeah. So they're going to put it at the 9-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal for Amador at that point. They have not scored since their first possession of the 2nd quarter when they kicked the field goal. So they've had a long stretch here. Blankenheim himself. He rolls to the left. He throws over the corner.
Pass is completed to number 10. Landon Ray Case.
That is Landon Ray Case. So a 9-yard touchdown. Blankenheim to Case.
There you go.
And they are going to, I don't know. I don't know if the kicker was way down on the other side of the field. He thought his team was over. They're going to go out. They're going to try to kick this. They had a little trouble getting the holder and the kicker on the field. Number 44 in to do the kicking. That's Bill Hobson, it looks like, for Amador. Snap, good, kick. It's good. Look at the scoreboard.
Bill Hobson with the
4:13 left. That'll be Union Mine 42. Amador 17 will be back for
visitors. Amador Buffalo 17. Your Union Mine Diamondbacks 42.
I thought there was going to be a movie.
How much time was that again? You moved the camera.
4:13.
4:13. And it's 40, what's the score? 42 to
17. Thundering Herd on the scoreboard.
Let's go, 20, hit
42-17, 4:13 to go. Fourth quarter action.
Yeah, it was a little bit of a dull period there for Amador.
I think the kicker was with the down marker guys. They were. Nice field too here. Nice track. Nice facility.
Yeah, this whole school, when we were walking in, this area is really grown over the last 5 years, and they've really done a nice job. The campus looks really good, and like we stated, they're going to be we're going to be in the same league as them, so we're going to be here a lot. Amador to kick off, all the way back to the 10-yard line, fielded there, trying to come over to the right side of the 15.
Yeah, boy!
Hits the 20, now he hits the jet, 25, the 30, cuts it inside, across the 40, he's still on his feet across the 50, great return.
Into Buffalo territory.
And did you see how he waited for his block on that?
Yes.
He caught the ball on the left, and he took off hard to the right, and then he just kind of slowed down and was waiting, and then all of a sudden, boom.
If you notice, and all the blockers set up and gave him a lane, too. He was trying to get to the lane to get up on the sideline.
So nice job by Charrington there. Union Mine's going to take over at the 47-yard line of Amador. So great return by Charrington.
Yeah, boy! Yeah, boy! Drive!
Let the clock go. Gain of 2 on the play up to the 45-yard line.
The clock is stopped.
Why?
I don't know. It's stopped.
Keep it up, 2-0!
Shouldn't be.
Gain of 2 on that play. It'll be 2nd and 8 from the 45-yard line.
Well, there's no reason it should have stopped.
Yeah.
It was a running play, 2 yards.
Good time.
It should have never
Get
stopped.
up here. Let's go!
All right, they've got a new quarterback in, number 12. Running play right up the middle, number 12.
Carrying with the carry.
That's her.
Hand off from number 12, Ethan Hurd. Gain of another 2.
Do it again. Let's go!
Carrington on the carry. It'll be third
from the
down.
48. Sorry, 43.
And 6 from the 43-yard line as the clock continues to run. Her in at quarterback.
Let's go, boy!
12. Motion comes from the right side. That's Bullock. Number 23. He hit the 40. Really close to the 20.
Brock with the carry around the left tackle.
Okay, because I don't think he made it. You're looking right down, and I think you're right. I don't think he got it. But the official moved a little bit forward.
Now they're going to give him 4th and inches.
It is literally inches. And of course, they're going to go.
And it does result in another first down, Union Mine.
No, yeah. I was looking down. All right, I got to pay attention.
2:43.
Where's my golf bag? I got to hold up a 1-iron. Because Lee Trevino famously said, if there's lightning outside, hold up a 1-iron because even God can't hit a 1-iron.
Brock, you up with the carry. The game 3 will be 2nd and 7.
That's what Lee Trevino said. Because I actually saw him hit a 1-iron at Castle Oaks to the right side of the fairway onto the green from about 235 yards out. Bullock again gets the carry. Good job by the Amador defense that time. That's going to be a loss on the play.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
2 minutes now, Frank.
Looks like a loss of 1. 2.
So that's going to set up
loss of 2. It'll be 3rd and 9.
And 9 for Union Mine as the clock continues to run.
Go, boy!
Union Mine leading this one 42-17. We were tied 7-7 after a quarter.
This game's turning out totally different than I thought it was going to turn out.
Yeah, I would agree with that. split formation in the backfield. Herr's going to hand off, coming around the right-hand side, nothing going on. Amador finally gets the stop, maybe a gain of 2.
Jake Charrington,
but it'll set up
with the carry.
Charrington's still in the game.
A gain of 1. It'll be 4th and 8 from the 35-yard line.
We got a lot of new guys coming in.
Mercurio Carson just checks into the game.
1 minute. We're down to 1 minute, Frank.
All right, 4th down.
They're just letting the clock run. Under 50 seconds.
Herr's going to hand off to number 20. He's got a 4th down. That'll do it.
Number 20, Aiden Gearing, and a first down.
This guy's in a hurry, I'm going to tell you. So I think they're going to kneel it, take victory formation, kneel it down. They're under 40 seconds now, Jim.
Yes.
Yeah, so 1 kneel down, victory formation, and this game's over. That's what they're in, victory formation, the kneel down, that'll do it.
What a game, 2-0!
And this game's over. Union Mine just really dominated this game from the second quarter on. Final from El Dorado, Diamond Springs. Where are we calling? Where are we at? We're at Union Mine High School. They take this one 42. Amber Buff 17, their first loss of the year. We'll be back with our Mark Twain Medical Center postgame show.
And that concludes this season's first home varsity game. Our guests, the Amador Buffalo 17,
player of the game,
and Union Mine Diamondbacks 42.
I got to give it to someone on Union Mine. I mean, you know, I don't. Who?
Once again, I'd like to thank our sponsors: Joe Vicini Inc., Thompson's Auto, Marshall Medical Center, High Sierra Industries, Easy Smog and Repair, Carter Kelly Inc., Young Life, and Alta Vista Landscaping. Thank you for your continued support of Union Mine Football Program.
I'm not going to give it to. I can't.
Next week's opponent.
All right, we are back here at the home of the Diamondbacks.
Is home against Colfax, and is also our first responders night.
Tonight, after the first 2 weeks of Amador going undefeated, last week's game, the Diamondbacks and Argonaut, I thought we'd see a totally different game tonight. I actually thought the score would be flat.
Yeah, I would agree with you, Jim. I mean, just looking at, hey, I didn't see Amador play. This is the first time I'd seen him, but all I know is they scored 96 points in the first 2 weeks. They rushed for over 600 yards in the first 2 weeks. They dominated their 2 opponents. I saw Union Mine last week against Argonaut. And let's think it, folks. Argonaut is not a very good football team. Union Mine did not impress. So, not seeing Amador, I had seen Union Mine, but just looking at stats and thinking, I'm thinking, right, Amador's probably going to win this game. What I saw tonight was a totally different team from Union Mine that I saw the week before. They were much more aggressive, especially on the defensive side of the ball. And looking at Amador that hadn't given up many points in the first 2 games to either opponent, they kind of got pushed around a little bit tonight. You know, the way this game started, Amador took the opening kickoff, and they went, well, here's why it should have been something that was a tip of what was going to happen. Their first 2 scores were based, they were behind the chains all night long. They had a 3rd down and forever. They complete a 68-yard touchdown pass to take a 7-0 lead. That was our Mellon Phase BG call of the game. And we're still trying to figure out exactly who that was through. I think it was to Jesse Judd, but it might have been to Ian McGill. We'll get some clarification. But so right away at 10:04 in the first quarter, Amador takes a 7-0 lead. Well, Union Mine gets the ball, and they drive right down the field, and with 3:44 left to go, the 2-yard touchdown by Bullock, and we had a 7-7 game. Well, that's how the game remained right at the end of the first quarter. Amador had 4th down and long, and a fake punt took them all the way down to like the 28-yard line. So they had the big 68-yard score, and then a fake punt got them out of their hole. They ended up scoring 3 points in that with 11:56, so we were only a couple plays into the second quarter to take a 10-7 lead. And that was it. Union Mine scores 28 unanswered points on a 1-yard plunge from Charrington at 7:40 left. A touchdown by Tinker with 6:18 left. Tinker again, a 3-yard touchdown with 3:57. Union Mine should have scored again, but they fumbled in the end zone that Amador recovered. Amador throws an interception, and at halftime it's 28-10. Blankenheim ended up throwing 4 interceptions, but actually it was 5 because the one got called back after roughing the kicker. And
thank you for coming and supporting Union Mine football.
By the receivers.
Please, everyone, get home safely tonight, and we will see you next week.
They just couldn't get anything going on. They had a blocked punt, they had the interception, and Union Mine controlled the clock and just pounded the football. There was another, the big 4th down conversion that led to another Charrington touchdown from 7 yards out at 3:42 mark. And then another 10-yard touchdown by Charrington, and it was 41-10 at that point. That's how the third quarter ended. Union Mine turned it over on downs after the blocked punt, and they finally got on the board on a 9-yard touchdown pass to Landon Ray Case, before 2:13. That was our final score, 42-17. But yeah, so this young Amador team, you know, they might have been feeling a little too good about themselves after the first couple weeks they had. And this is part of the learning process. The good thing here for the Buffs, they're young and they're good and they're going to get better. Right. And tonight is a game, and this is going to happen. But you want to take these games and just get better so you're ready for league. Look, Sonora probably isn't going to lose a game in the Mother Lode League this year. But I'm going to tell you what, Amador, I think, is going to give fits to everybody else. I really do. The interesting game in the league this year is going to be Amador Somerville, because I think that's going to be where your second and third place is going to be decided, and Argonaut and Calaveras, whoever beats whoever, is going to finish in the next fight.
You know, I want to say tonight was a night of lost opportunity for Amador, but they didn't help themselves.
No.
Okay. And again, if I'm Coach Kantak on the bus ride home, I'm not gonna, hey guys, I don't want you, playing grab ass on as we lost, but don't hang your head.
Exactly.
Hey, it's preseason. We were working on a couple of things. We've got to code some stuff up in practice. Let's watch ourselves on film. Don't get down. Don't get down. And like you say, I think I'm totally agreeing with you. Sonora probably got the league again. Second place, I'm going to put between Amador and Somerville, and then that's going to put Calaveras and Argonaut, to finish out. Brent Hart does not have a team this year, so we got a five-team league. That's the way I see it.
And that's the way I saw it before the year started. I mean, I looked at who had who coming back, what team. Until somebody knocks Sonora out, they've lost one game since they've been in the league in the last 10 years. They're the team to beat. So that's kind of the way I see it. And tonight doesn't change my mind. No. I'm still impressed with this young Amador team. They've got, like I said, they're really young. Really young. 6 seniors on the team. And you look at most of their playmakers are juniors and sophomores.
Yeah.
And so I think they got good things ahead of them. It was a tough night tonight, but hey.
Now I am going to say I am impressed with Union Mine. I like their offense. I like the quick. I like the speed of the offense. I like the formations that they were running tonight, and their defense. Their defense reminded me of the Mustangs of old when they had that swarming defense. Just every man on the ball, everybody to the ball. That's what we saw tonight with Union Mine. You know, there wasn't just one guy. There was always 3, 4, 5 guys on the ball.
We didn't see that last week. I thought Union Mine played on the balls of their feet instead of on their heels this week, which I didn't see last week. I thought they were much more aggressive. The way that their safeties and their defensive backs were flying up to the football, I didn't see that last week. They were much more aggressive, and they probably saw that on film, and maybe they played like that the first week when they played I don't remember. But Brian played basketball with a guy in summer league that went to that school. But anyway, Bella Vista, yeah. So I think they were much more aggressive on the defensive side of the ball this week than what I saw last week. And
that was a team that wanted to win. They came out wanting to win.
Yeah, no question about it.
Amador looked slow from I was watching their warm-ups. They didn't look crisp. There was just something not right. I don't know if this was,
maybe a letdown week, right? 2 big wins. Look, this
third
team
week on the road.
This team, you think about it. Coach Cantet came off following Billy Baker, who had a very successful program for Amador for a lot of years. He came off an undefeated season as the soft JV coach. He comes in and goes 0-10. They come the next year, he goes 0-3, and the program gets discontinued for the rest of the year. He hadn't won a game, a varsity game, until 2 weeks ago.
Right.
They go 0-2, score a lot of points, dominate fashion. Everybody might have relaxed. Okay? And it happened. That's nothing bad against them, but I mean, it was excited. One of the seniors, I remember reading after the first game, they gave the game ball to Coach Cantor. First win as varsity. I thought that was cool as hell. Right? So, hey, this team is going to be fine. Tonight, they were on the wrong end of it, but they've got more wins ahead of them, and it's going to be fun here.
And we're going to see them again next Friday night. We'll be at Amador High for that game. You're going to be...
I'm going to be on assignment.
Yeah, you're going to be on assignment, I know.
Yeah.
So Jake will be doing the play-by-play, and I'm not quite sure who's going to be... I think JD may be joining Jake in the booth on Friday night. So we'll be at Amador. We'll have, of course, the game on KVGC and, of course, on YouTube as well. So, Frank, thanks for inviting me to come with you tonight.
Hey, Jim, it was great doing the game with you.
Yeah.
And I really enjoyed it. And thank you, Teresa and JD back in the studios. And thank all of you for watching, for listening. Frank Halverson, Jim Keaty, and of course, Carter Brashear, our engineer here on site.
Yeah.
And we're going to be seeing you next week. We appreciate your watching. We thank again to all our sponsors. And thanks again, and have a good evening.
Good night. Here we go.
Okay. Oh, that's a long way.